We are live. Guys, I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Savannahs.
And I'm Revin, your GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
And welcome to episode 3 of the Savannahs podcast. Was I supposed to say something else?
I don't know, but I just love that awkward silence.
I don't know. I think I was supposed to say something else. But yeah, listen, it is a booming day today for many a reasons.
Wow.
For many a reasons. One,
Yeah.
it's my birthday.
Cheese. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, yo.
Happy
Don't act like
birthday.
you care now. Don't act like you care now that the camera's on, fam. These guys ain't said nothing to me all day, you know. It's like, oh, John, do some work, do this, do that. Get me.
Nowadays, what is that to say? What else we got? I see the set is looking different today.
Yo, fam.
Sound is looking crisp.
You know what I'm saying?
Today.
The sound is looking crisp.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah, that's
Is
mad.
that
That's
bad
mad.
that is, you could see the sound.
It's tangible.
Yeah, fam.
It's tangible. It's tangible. Do you know what? Yeah, it's easy to sound good when it's coming through the Elite 85Hs. You get me? Shout out to Jabra and that. So basically, let me just put a little housekeeping down there for everyone. In fact, you know what? Yeah, this is the first. It's not the first time. Disclaimer: the views of the cyber nerds are all our own, and are not supported by Jabra. Firstly, I'm saying that now, so just like you know what I'm saying.
He does get crazy around here.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So, guys,
Guys will be saying a lot of stuff.
when you hear something crazy on the podcast, don't at Jabra and be like, "Oh, so you guys are supporting?" No.
Crazy.
Anyway, yeah, but this episode of the Cyberners podcast is sponsored by Jabra and the Elite series. You get
Shout
me?
out to Jabra, man, doing a lot for the grime scene.
Yeah. These men are big. These men are big.
Spoiling the man. All right, so what's going on today?
What's going on today? I mean, we've got a couple things to talk about, obviously, and all of that, but I want to talk about Jabra more, innit? Like,
All right. You know what, yeah? How long have you been using Jabra?
so, bruv, I've been, like, I don't know about working with, but, like, me and Jabra have been cool. Jabra's like my boy, innit? Like, me and Jabra have been cool for, like, a few years, innit? So, like, I don't know. I can't even remember how it happened, innit?
So did you just pick up the phone? Yo, Jabra, what go on, bro? There you go.
It's something like that. It's something like it's more of like of an email based.
Oh, okay.
A friendship, innit? You get me? But yeah, so sometimes they're really nice to me and they, you know, send me a couple products here and there and man use them. But the thing about it is their products bang, fam. Like, I don't know if like, a couple of you might follow me on Instagram and stuff like that. Like, I just got
Mr. Celebrity.
No, allow it. The Elite 85Hs, they sent to me like right before I went on holiday. Yo, and they were sick, bro.
What did they send
And
you?
they were sick. The Elite 85Hs.
Okay.
These things here.
Oh,
Not actually these ones.
Yeah.
These are the beige bougie ones that I saw way too late. But now I feel like I need in my life. But yeah, they sent me some headphones. I went on holiday and they were sick. Listened to my first audio book in them. Yeah. And they got bare mad settings. And this is the maddest thing about it, yeah. Bruv, I didn't know about like futuristic, what did you call it before? Like Jarvis or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Jarvis style headphones. That's what we're gonna call them from now. Like Jarvis style headphones, yeah. Where it's got bare settings like noise cancellation, obviously, that's a standard one. But this one's got hear through. So it's like, let's say I'm here ignoring Raven, yeah. I got the noise cancellation on. Yeah, man's banging out that AJ Tracy and that, yeah. But then I can see Raven in the corner of my eye saying something at the side of his mouth to Sam. I can click the button and it goes to hear through where it uses the microphones on the outside to magnify what's going on outside so I know what he's saying. So but he don't know.
Spying,
he don't know.
On the spying thing.
Bruv.
On the spying
that thing there, is it spying?
That's spy. That's a spy flex, fam.
How am I?
That's a spy flex, fam.
No, you believe because I can't hear that you can talk reckless.
Generally, yeah, like, you know, if people got these on,
but that
you're
can
not
save
listening
lives
to
now,
anyone.
though.
Them
That can save
days
lives.
are over.
Yeah, you can save lives.
Them
now.
days are over with these. Keep talking that crud. Keep talking
Man's
that
behind here
crud.
nodding his head like he's
Yeah.
bumping something.
Yeah.
I'm listening
I know,
to
I
you.
know what
I'm
you're
listening to what
saying.
you man are
I know
saying.
what you're saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
That's it. No.
You
They
know,
go
I
hard.
got something to pick with you, fam.
What have I
Because
done
man's
now?
over here, yeah, talking all that. Yeah, we're brethren with Jabra, you know. But you know how long I've been asking this guy to get me one of these bad boys.
How long? How long did you
Yeah,
ask?
go on.
I'm not involved. You're trying to put man in the streets, right? You're trying to put man out there, fam. Fam, it's a very fragile relationship, isn't it? It's a very fragile relationship. But you know what, yeah? It takes time to grow these relationships into something special. And now, I don't feel like, it's not even me blessing us, man, but like, our relationship has evolved.
It's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Now we're all good. Not even just us. Them man are good as well.
It's cool, man, because I got my Elite Active today, innit? Like, so the 65T, so I'm good today, man. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
So
but it took some time to get here.
This
You
what we
know, my guy will be in a Snapchat like, yeah, I'm working out, looking all sexy.
I'm sexy.
Can I get one of those, please? Like, bro,
I'm clipping Raven saying I'm sexy.
I'll be
still.
getting mad because my stuff be falling off, bro. And I'll be like, right, man, your ones just look super legit. But all right, cool, man.
That's kind of mad.
Oh,
still.
but yeah.
But that's the kind of friends I have, innit?
Okay, so Raven getting brand new headphones on my birthday is the kind of friends he has, isn't it? All right, tell me the last friends he done that for you, innit? All right, cool. I'll wait. I'll wait.
I don't know.
So what you say about it?
I don't know, man. But I'm about to say, like, people who don't have to wait are the patrons, innit?
Who's patrons?
Our Patreon.
Our
get me?
patrons.
Yeah. Like, got a giveaway, guys. All the stuff right here, you see them. We've got the Elite Active 6.5s. We've got the, what you call it, also the Elite 8.5Hs for you. So, guys, if you're a Patreon, you know what to be. These are all for you as well. Like, give them away.
I love that it's Joe's birthday, but other people are getting gifts. That's karma, man. That's
Karma!
See, all these years doing good stuff, yeah. Man's getting the stuff back in it. So that's good karma, man. That's good karma coming back.
Wait, that's a positive. Did you say
that's
something
a
positive
that's
about
a
me?
positive.
All right.
I thought he was going to take that somewhere else, you know?
Why do people always like
No,
take karma as a bad
because
thing?
you stay trying to get man, fam. So even
No,
me, I
I'm
was
talking
like,
about like us getting it,
Yeah,
not you.
okay,
Like it's your
cool.
birthday, but
Alright.
we're getting it. Like,
no, listen, man. Listen.
Where's this going?
Anything I can do for everyone is what I can do. I'm out here trying to help the whole universe, innit? Get me? Not every day, Thanos, bro. You're taking, bro.
So you're saying we're giving it away to.
Yeah, we've got a couple of headphones to our patrons. And we've got
Alright.
a couple of headphones here and there. You got the, what do you call it? The small ones that go right inside your ear. And you got the big fat
65
ones.
Ts, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
All right, legit. Well, there's only so many we can give, but listen, yeah. It's only certain people that can get the lucky ones, I guess, like such as moi. You know what I'm saying? I got 10. You know what I'm saying? But it's 20% across all the Elite series. Yeah, 20%, fam, on jabra.co.uk. Even if you're not in the UK, just go to the UK website, jabra.co.uk. Type in the Cybernerds. You know what I'm saying? And you can get 20% on all those series in it.
20% off on all Elite Series products.
Fam.
Let me pour some pepper in your tea, fam. Let me make that thing a little bit more spicy, fam. All right, look, yeah.
Damn.
Listen, look, we need to get the show started, innit? Because it's already a madness already. So bring out this birthday cake you got for me. Let's stop wasting time, innit?
All right, cool.
Like,
well, Sam.
bring out the surprise birthday cake.
It's supposed to be a surprise birthday cake, but this is a Cybernerd, so I don't know. I don't know who thought it would be a surprise, but
Let me not destroy the set, innit?
go on. I want to see if Sam doesn't trip over on any
Please,
of
Sam,
the...
please don't destroy the set. Please don't. Please don't.
Why is he walking?
I don't know. I don't know.
This cake, though.
No. Now you man better.
Camera.
Oh, wait. Yeah, let me get. Hey. Hold on. Wait for the Instagram. The Insta story. Listen, guys.
Stays on Instagram.
This is the
fam,
Cyber.
fam, not every day Instagram, you know.
Everyday Instagram. Hey guys, it's my birthday. We're currently recording a podcast live right now. Sam, bring in the ting. Get me. My birthday cake has arrived. The Batman birthday cake. Yo. Shout out to everyone locked in. Shout out to myself. It's my birthday. Love yourself.
You can put on your side. I don't want the listen. I don't want Batman nowhere near me. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Guys. I don't want that guy nowhere near me. Yo, man, this is you might save that thing. But this is, I swear down, like only. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to try to feed the cow. Science, what?
Got a cat.
It's the YouTube
Joe's
space.
got a cat.
It's
Allow
YouTube
it.
space, fam. There's all sorts in here. But this is, you know what? That's mad because this is the only place you see Mandem just be doing this, on the podcast. And now he's on all over his Insta.
Yeah, we are.
Fam, we're because it's his birthday, man. Just out here, just
moving reckless.
I'm just gonna drink my tea in it, guys.
Wait, just say what you were saying.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, while we're waiting for Joe to post his Instagram thing, go to jabra.co.uk and do the right thing.
I'm an elite ranger.
All right, boom, phone's done. All right, guys, so let's get started with the show now. As usual, you know how we start that first segment. This is, I feel like this is one of my favorite segments of just like anything that we actually do, and it's called "What You On." So, man, were you watching? Were you playing? Were you reading? What happened? What happened? What happened now?
Forgot my notes.
Dun dun dun. He was too excited about the headphones, fam. That's why.
Smart. It's all right. Cool. I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
Nah, cool. This week we're starting with Sam though. Did we start with you last week?
Yeah, we started with me the last 2 weeks actually.
Last 2 weeks, last month, last couple
months.
months.
No, I say it started with me.
No.
We're gonna start with Sam anyway. I feel like we'll start with Sam at all times now.
Yeah.
Get me.
I'm so quick.
So what are you watching?
In and out. So yeah, what I'm watching, Top Boy. Oh my lord, only halfway through, and waiting on each review that we do. I'm just like, man, I just want to binge this stuff. I'm like, I can't wait. As soon as I get home now, the next episode's already on, innit? That's the first thing I'm doing.
I'm glad we're not binge watching this thing.
I'm with Raven.
So happy. It's too stressful. Like I need that day gap, like so I can go back to reality and not have to deal with the emotions, dramas that's going on in the show, fam. It's too much for me.
Nah, 100%. You know what? Yeah, even watching Top Boy and The Boys. Even it started with Stranger Things because I think that was the thing that we started watch episode review. I think it just makes me appreciate how TV used to be back in the day. Now I don't want it back in the day where it's you have to be here at 6:30 and watch this show. But I love it where I watch my one episode, us man link up, talk about it, and then I go watch the next episode because the perspective that you man bring, or even the perspective that other people bring, changes the show, fam. Changes the show for me. Get me? So I thought it was mad.
Yeah, Top Boy, man. If you guys ain't watching it, I don't know what you're doing with your life for starters. Like that show is hella sick, especially when it just shows the life of what's going on. Watching that, The Boys, we just more or less finished that now. I watched the last episode. I can't wait for season 2 now.
I don't want to talk about it.
I haven't watched the last episode.
I ain't spoiling nothing because obviously we're going to review that. That's what we're going to review that. But I was saying season 2.
I'm with Sam. What
do you mean?
The faces that you can take it.
Nah, fam, it gets mad.
Yeah, like that?
I can't wait for the review, guys.
I don't want to gas it. I don't want to gas it because you haven't seen it.
It's mad.
He's going to gas it. He's going to... Just watch it.
I probably won't watch it until tomorrow, Simon, man. It's too much. Too much going on right now.
What else? What am I watching? Almost catched up on Demon Slayer. Episode 10, I think it is. This is a very weird anime to me.
Why?
Very weird because most animes, they have a ensemble group. But with this one, you usually just have the brother and the sister. And then you have characters for 1 or 2 episodes and then they kind of move on. I'm like, it's almost like they're trucking through it really, really quickly. I'm like, you guys have more material, right?
No, really? Is that how you feel?
Because even the way, like,
Well, you're in 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that kind of
explains. So maybe I still got a lot more to see, but...
So what's happening in 10?
So you just found out the guy who might be starting all this demon stuff.
Wait, no spoilers, just in case for anyone who's watching who hasn't seen it.
I'm trying not to drop too much.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, cool. So that guy... and yeah, obviously he's on assignments now as well. So
he's on?
Assignments.
Oh, yeah.
So he's gone from place to place and stuff. So I can't understand why they're like going from location to location, not having too many like characters stick with him. But the Crow's kind of funny too. It reminds me of the Crow from was it maybe Naruto? It was like one time this Crow was just flying by. It was like
Is it the one no? You're talking about
Raven's about to spoil the whole show. I can see.
You're
it coming.
talking about the old lady. She's an old head in Naruto.
Naruto.
Yeah.
No,
that has a gambling problem. She becomes the head of Hokage.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then doesn't she have the bird who always goes into a window or something? I think
no. It's not.
I can't remember, man. I think I'm getting confused with something else.
Yeah, I like the way they make animals like that. It's kind of funny still, but yeah, it's like I find it a very, very weird anime. Like it feels like they're just running through stuff. Even the way like he just trained and then always moves to go into, to become a demon slayer. I thought, man learned all this and they chopped through that.
What, 2 years?
Yeah.
It's 2 years of doing the same thing.
I know, but like...
It's 2 years of
the
just...
montage is so quick.
Just slashing the sword every day.
He did it one time.
Sam's never shot the same jump shot for 2 years in a row, Raven. So, you know what I'm saying? He's going to miss that. He's going to miss that moment.
Yeah. But the montage is mad. Obviously, like, with other animes...
Fam, that's real, fam. That's real, fam.
But at the same time, for me, it just seemed a bit quick.
Sick. I'm sick. Bro, man said he didn't get it. That's what it is.
Not that I didn't get it. It's just like usually in anime they kind of show like
that's fillers,
trials and tribulations.
That's fillers.
Trials and tribulations.
There was him getting slapped up by bamboo sticks is that's it, fam. Like,
Sam's talking about trials and tribulations. The Goku lover, fam. That we've never seen do anything. Shut up, man.
No trials and tribulations there either.
What?
You don't have any trials and tribulations there either.
Goku's never had a trial or a tribulation, fam.
Never.
Get me? Nah, fam. Not one, fam.
Not one time.
When he's already dead at King Kai's house training, while everyone else is going through trials and tribulations getting finished, while he's finding superpowers to come and beat man in 2 hits. Kaioken. And man's still using Kaioken 1,000 years later. Shut up, man. Trying to hear Charles, shut up.
First when he met gravity times 10,000.
Will you be quiet? No, I'm not hearing I'm not trying to hear that.
Man struggles out here. He doesn't become the best just by like not struggling. Man just doesn't show up and be like, yeah.
One, Goku's not the best, and two, there's no trials. There's no tribulations.
No tribulations.
Not for Goku. Not for Goku.
All right, cool. All right, and then yeah, so I'm still watching it. I do like it, but for me, it's a different side to what I'm used to on anime. There was this Paul Rudd show. I don't think it's out at the moment. It was trending on Twitter. It's about he has like 2 sides or something. I didn't watch the trailer either because obviously just in case we do. I was like, that looks kind of interesting as well. I like the whole aspect of that. So I might dump into that. What am I playing at the moment?
No. We're moving on. We're moving on to Raven. We're gonna go watching, playing, reading.
My bad.
Oh, guys, that's how it goes.
Because Raven messed it up last week. I keep saying last week, last episode. Raven went in too much. He went in too much, and I had to break up the segment.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. It's all right.
Cool. So what am I watching right now? Well, apart from the stuff you guys are watching, I picked up The Spy.
Yeah, you told me about this.
Any of you guys watching it?
No, I haven't had time.
Pretty sick, and it's with Ali G, Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
I did not see this coming from this guy. Firstly, I haven't seen Ali G acting since
08.
Like literally, and for him to be in a spy drama series, I didn't know how I would feel about it. Cause I'd be like, come on, man, I'll be watching this dude cracking jokes since 08, bro. Like doing the madness. You know what I'm saying? What was it the one that was it the one he did with
Borat?
No, I'm not even talking. I'm talking about way before Borat, fam. I'm talking about the one he did. Is it Ali G in the House?
Yeah,
Ali G in the House. Yeah. Borat, Bruno, The Dictator. That's the ones I know.
And what about the series he used to do before? The sketches. Was that Ali G in the House?
No, that
the sketches.
Yeah, it's Ali G.
The one who used to do the proper Crimbo, the Michael Jackson stuff.
Oh no, wasn't that just the Ali G show or something?
Yeah, was that the Ali G show?
Yeah.
So like, I'm just looking at this guy. Come on, man. It's no way, especially after seeing Fargo and all those type of movies, and it's sick. And just a little info about it. It's just it's actually based on the true story. Israel's most prominent spy infiltrating the Syrian government in the 60s. So it's real life, like the way things go on that show. It gets real peak, but it's just the emotions that he has to pretend to be someone that's killing his people, and he's got to be cool with it and
Flair.
And you know, infiltration. Like, I'm not even talking about a James Bond level. I'm talking about like there's times man's getting clocked and stuff like that because just it's real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not sci-fi out here, fam. Like, it's real. So it's pretty sick. But also the way they start the show, and it's just like, so it's almost like a flashback.
Oh, okay.
And it's already from their speak. It's like, bro, why is Ali G looking like that? Like, and I think it took me like over one episode to get over Ali G. I think by the second episode or third episode, I was like, okay, you're Sacha Baron, innit? You know, I can no longer call, not for what you're doing, fam. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I'm also on what do you call it? Demon Hunter. I've also started Alchemist.
Yeah.
No, Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood. Pretty decent. I like it. Not so peak as other animes I've seen. It's actually calm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yes, okay, there's some revelations that, but to me, it's not really a revelation because when you're working with the government, it is what it is. But yeah.
Let me just reiterate that the views of the Cyber Nerds are all our own and not shared by Jabra. Thank you. What am I watching? So I'm not gonna rehash the whole Top Boy,
nah, it's too much.
The Boys thing, but I've caught the first episode of this show called Carnival Row. Fam,
everybody's going mad about it.
Fam, do you know what happened here? I was watching. I think it was the start of the episode of The Boys. And I said, look at Orlando Bloom. What are you on, fam? Will Turner. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, I'm here like, yo, what are you doing? Then I seen Tutu Fairies and I was like, oh, this is dead.
Fairies.
Like
Tinkerbell,
full grown Tinkerbells. Fully grown.
Adult size.
Fam. But something in me, yeah, human size, fairies. Something in me said, The Wolf Among Us. So then I said, because I watched The Wolf Among Us time ago, and I was like, well, what is this? Fables and stuff. This is nonsense. One of my best games ever played on PlayStation, do you know, on PS4, get me, The Wolf Among Us. So I was like, let me give this a go. Watch the whole trailer, yeah? It's actually for that trailer reaction because I've seen it in it, so don't request that. Right. So watch the trailer. I was like, this looks a bit crud-filled. Watch the first episode. It's the scene from the X-Men movie where Magneto's daughter gets killed.
Piss off.
Fam, the first scene is like 100 fairies running through the woods. Just offing it, fam. And then humans chasing them. Doming them with rifles. Boom, boom. Like, and you're seeing headshots. Bing! Down. Then you're seeing some of the fairies are getting away, like jumping off the cliff, flying off of there. Then I see, bro, that dog looks mad. Bro, that's a lichen, bro. Man, I got lichens on leashes, fam. Let them things go, they're going after the fairies. I said, oh, this is crazy. Bro, it's mad. And it's R-rated, fam. It's R-rated, so it's like, it's the same kind of thing for me. I've only seen the first episode. So it's like that whole Fables stuff mixed in real world, and it's back in the day. It's not like modern day. It's back day. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say a time period and someone's gonna kill me.
I've seen snippets
but
of
like
it.
Victorianish, time-ish.
like Peaky Blinder time.
Yeah. Something like that. It might be earlier than that, but it looks the same. The aesthetic looks the same, fam. And Will Turner's some like detective or something, or some doctor or something. And then you're following one fairy who is in love with Will Turner but thinks he's dead. And I think that's what caught me in the trailer, because in the trailer they allude to that, like, oh, she thinks he's dead, but he's not. Man cut for some reason, and then they're gonna have a reunion at some point. But the crud in that first scene, I was like, yeah, like it got man. So Carnival Row, if you are watching it and you do think it's lit, jump in the comment section below. You get me? You know, go on. Cool. All right, so Raven, let's what you playing?
What am I playing? So obviously we just came off the first week of Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta.
Second week.
Is this the second week?
Remember, we had the 2-on-2 first.
And then we had
the 6-on-6. No, come on, man. It counts, man. It counts.
Okay,
Don't say it counts.
Cool. It counts. Cool. Obviously played that with the fam. Played that at the event at Twitter. Call of Duty event at Twitter.
I'm so deep.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, you never made that, did you? What happened?
I had a basketball game.
Yeah,
we won. Friendly, we won.
Yeah, and to be honest, that's pretty much. Yeah, we also had the beta for
Breakpoint.
So that's pretty. You know what? Even though they've been betas, but it feels like that's the only thing we've been playing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Especially because I haven't streamed a few days from that. Actually,
you haven't streamed unless we've been playing those games.
Yeah, exactly. So it just feels like that's what I've been playing. And guys, I am getting back to Sekiro, even though what happened last stream.
So I want to talk about. Okay, so I've basically been playing. In fact, let me talk about what I've played, what you guys haven't. So then we can get, because I want to do like a bit of a talk more about Breakpoint and COD in it. So I've been playing Control. I think I got Control just after. I think on the last episode I said I'm gonna get Control. Then I got Control. I'm 2 trophies away from the platinum right now. The game's very, very good. It's got some very big flaws in the game, but the game is so good, it kind of elapses those flaws. But I wish the game was longer. Do you get what I'm saying?
How many hours?
I complete the game in 3 streams over a weekend. Jeez. So I got the game on Friday, and I had completed the main story on Sunday. My streams weren't that long. I think 12 hours. I did the game in 12 hours, and I did a couple side missions as well. There's a couple things in the game, like man's not gonna do a full review on the thing, but like there's a couple things in the game that I just think could have been made more easier. Like there's these like achievements you're supposed to do during the game, but they never tell you you're supposed to do them during the game. So now I'm at the end of the game and I'm like, I've got to complete 25 of these things. I've already completed the game, and now you
have to go back again.
It's not going back, like, because the way the game is, it's just like it's like an open world game in one building, innit? So you can go to anywhere in the building at any time and do these things. But at the same time, it's like, if I knew about these 25 things, I would have done them from the start of the game, and I would have been done in like 5 hours, and I still would have had that excitement of I'm testing out my abilities, I'm testing out my powers. But now it's like, I've got all the powers, and I've just got to go around looking for these things to kill. It's kind of boring. But at the same time, the combat in the game is so fun that it's still entertaining, but I'm still feeling that stress of like, I'm only doing this for the platinum now. Right. But it's not at that point. It's not at that point where I don't want to play the game though. It's not there. Do you get me? It's a minor annoyance. And they just said they're going to drop DLC for it, which they should, because the game needs way more stuff in it. You get me? But it's a good game. It's a good game. It's a good game.
Do you think it's a contester for Game of the Year?
No.
Oh, wow.
That was quick.
No, bruv. Game of the Year.
I'm asking.
Death Stranding's getting Game of the Year anyway. Like,
it's not even that yet.
Doesn't matter. Kojima made it. That's it.
Like that?
Bruv, he made it. And the competition's light this year, fam. I think the competition's light. If Control is in the running for Game of the Year, I'm going to be like, Like, I'm already thinking like, to Game of the Year award anyway. Yes, do you get me? I was even thinking like, bruv, this Call of Duty.
No, there's no way.
Could sneak it. Bruv, I want to talk about Call of Duty. Bruv, what? I don't want to start directing this conversation like that, but Call of Duty's sick, bruv. This new beta's sick, bruv. Bruv, I love this thing, fam. Bruv, do you know what? Yeah, I knew I was going to love this Call of Duty from just the first couple trailers, fam. But playing the 2 betas we've played, firstly, the 2-on-2 mode, yeah?
It's mad.
Bruv.
Sick.
Bruv.
Loved it.
Bruv. I've never really liked modes like that. Like, you know, in the old Modern Warfare 1 and 2, you used to do one-on-ones, but I never loved the one-on-ones. But this 2-on-2 thing is mad, bruv.
Let me tell you, it's gonna get you know what that 2-on-2 does? It raises the level of competition, fam.
Yeah.
Raises up. Let me tell you, I felt it when that weekend came on, you know what I'm saying, playing with Shab and that. And I think I felt even more when we was down like 5-0 and man made a comeback, fam. And man got gas. But then when we went to the event at Twitter, it was me and Sam against 2 other brothers, fam. Why am I there raging war?
It's real.
Just for a headshot.
Because it's real life.
Like, bruv, it's sick. And I tell you what, that's when they have the competitions, that's probably gonna be one of the most hyped competitions we're gonna have this year or for years to come. Because it's not just one-on-one now.
Bruv.
It's like, I'm like, yo, I'm tapping, yo, Sam, go to that side and I'm coming behind you. And I'm like, right behind Sam's shoulder. Sam goes down. All right, cool, you got Sam, boom, I got you. Like, game's done. Like, yo,
survive against 2 people.
Some of the streams that me and Sam had, see, I wanted to talk about the second weekend, but we're here anyway. Like, the first weekend, yeah, the 2-on-2 thing, I just tapped into some next level with Sam, bruv. Like, we was out there, and it's like, the 2-on-2, it's not even just about the kills, fam. There's so many times where it's just about being strategical. Like, it's just competition at the next level. Like, it's 2-on-1, but I can get the flag right now and win the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bruv, there's so much stuff that the levels in there are just sick, brother. And I'm loving it. And even it put me into liking a mode that I would never like, which is the gun game. Yeah. I hate those game modes where you got to go pick up guns. Do you know what I'm saying? Those old school things. But in this, I'm like,
it makes a difference.
I know where that MP5's at. I'm going for it. Everyone's done. You get me? So, like, I love that about it as well.
Sick. Yeah, even then, like, I think you have to have the partner that bounces off you as well. Because if you were just the wrong guy, you're never gonna win.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, we were in a Mecca, fam. Like, man, bruv, it was, fam. Come on, G. Like, you saw it. Like, remember, like, we got killed twice in a row. Yeah, I was like, come on, man. Because we were playing like 2 single guys. You know what I'm saying? 2 single guys.
It.
But then when I start clocking, yo, stop hitting, man. Yo, yeah, I'm coming. So they can't hear me. Bruv, man's now moving differently. Like, and it's sick. And the hype is there. And when you get the W in the sickest way, bruv, it's peak. It's peak. In fact,
what's so funny as well is that you was recording me the first time when I was playing with someone else.
Yeah.
So we was losing, right? Obviously, I was getting bodied and stuff. So she actually gave up. I had to take on these 2 guys by myself, and I brought it back.
That's what I'm saying. So you gotta have the right person, bruv. It just raises the competition to a next level that wasn't there before.
All right, so what are you man saying about the 6-on-6 that dropped? Get me? Because me, I love it, fam. Like, I think
cyber attack one,
not the cyber attack, but just the newest beta that dropped last weekend. You get me?
I like it, but I'm not liking like even the 10-on-10 one. I think then it gets a bit too much. So I can't imagine the 32-on-32 because is it 6-on-6 the original one?
6-on-6, yeah.
That for me is a good on the maps anyway. That's a good balance. But when they started bringing the 10-on-10, I would turn around and just get shot. I was like, well, my back's not like. There's a lot of vantage points. There's a lot of windows and stuff. So, like, unless you're going around the edges of the map, you're just gonna get finished.
Yeah, I think that was one of the things. But I don't think that's a amount of players issue. I think that's a map issue.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Because I've realized like maybe it's because I've taken such a break from so many Call of Duty games that now the verticality and just the visibility in every location is mad. It's like every location, there are 3 angles, potentially 4 angles you've got to cover. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if your back's to the wall, you can still get killed from like bare other positions. So it's like, it's mad. There's that. But I just think, I think my biggest gripe was the mini map. And I didn't even realize this until after.
I think I know what you're going to say.
It wasn't until after. Because, bruv, when they said no mini map, I was like, I'm all about this.
I know exactly
I love it. But then what I realized from playing without the mini map is I can't tell where my teammates are.
Yes, it's so true.
What do you mean
you hear footsteps? To me, I was like, I'll just focus on my footsteps. I turn around, I was like, oh, it's my guy. And I get shot from the back because now it's
okay.
So basically what they did is there's no mini map, and instead of seeing your teammates on the map, you can see their outline. Do you know what I'm saying? So I might stand here and 2 buildings down, my teammate is, and I can see his outline. But geographically, I don't know where he is.
Okay.
I don't know how many streets are in between me and him. I don't know if he's looking towards me. Can he see that opening in front of me? And then just like Sam said, the footsteps thing, bruv. Man's got the headset on and I'm hearing footsteps behind me and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm about to body someone. It's your teammate. And like Sam said, you get run up from somewhere else, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? So that was the issue. Also, no minimap defeats the purpose of the suppressor, fam. And I'm a suppressor guy. Like, I have the silencer on at all times. So now I've got my silencer on, but there's no minimap. I'm shooting. They don't know where I'm anyway, unless they can hear it. And I'm like, well, if you can hear it, you wouldn't know if it's just my gun or your teammate's gun anyway. So does it really matter? So then that's what made me think, oh, they need to put the minimap in. And then they did on the last day, and it was better. So on the minimap, they had your team. They didn't have the other team. But then it helped because someone's running up on you and you could look to the map. It was like, I ain't none of my teammates here. You know it was them. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, not that's more realistic, but you still, I know they're trying to go for more realism, but it's still a game.
Yeah, from a gameplay aspect, that does help a lot.
Yeah. So what do you think about the compass?
I think that kind of helps as well. Like, if you're doing a 2-on-2 or it's a bigger map kind of thing, the compass does help a lot because obviously if a person shoots, it does come up on the compass. You could tell it has like certain names for certain areas in the map as well. So if you start memorizing the map, you go, okay, this guy shot me at X place. Your teammate can now run to that place and go there. So
yeah,
I think the compass helps a lot.
Because it shows where you were killed last, right?
Stuff like that as well. So yeah, I think the compass is actually kind of good too. So
see, I think that they should have them both, innit?
Oh, you don't have them both?
No, I think you should have them both.
Okay, yeah.
So you bring the mini-map in and you don't put the other team on the mini-map. Yeah? You put your team on the mini-map. That is for you just to know where your team is.
Yes.
But the compass, having someone shoot and it come up on the compass, that's more realistic. Like, all right, I'm in wherever I am, someone shot to the southeast of me.
Yeah.
That's real life. Like, I can hear the bullets coming from that direction and it pops up on the thing there. I can turn that way. I think that is the better way. So you keep what's old and update it and you bring in a new element to, like, do you know what I'm saying, balance it out. But, bro, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it, bro.
Yeah, I can't wait for the full. I don't want to play the beta anymore because I just want to play the full thing now. Like,
no,
I feel like leveling up. I'm like, this ain't gonna even transpire to the full thing, fam. Like, go through the gunsmith. I got one of my guns or two of my guns at level 25. So the AK, you guys hate it, innit? When I got this thing to like level 25 or something, it has the grip at the front. This thing was not shaking, fam.
Yeah,
this thing became the ultimate weapon.
See,
oh my god!
I can't stand that weapon on this.
Trust me, the transformation. Yeah, see, none of that anymore. It felt like I melted the thing. That's how bad it was. Okay. And I heard that in the gunsmith as well, you could transform weapons, so the AK-47 can transform to
an MKU.
Yes, stuff like that. I'm like...
Yeah, the customization level, that's where it needs to be. The customization needs to be on the actual guns instead of colours and... Like, I don't want to see multicolored guns in this game. I want to see, like, good skins. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, good realistic skins with just mad, like, actual in-gun customizations. Like, oh, my clip's got 70 rounds now. Like, I modified my AK from 30 to a long machine gun barrel or something like that. That's the kind of stuff, like crazy stuff I want to see in the game, man, more than anything. But yeah, my man was loving that thing. Get me? What Breakpoint beta?
I didn't get to play as much for me to have a concrete opinion on it. But I mean, I was playing with the fam, like patrons and that, and it was cool. But I don't really have. To me, it was just a run and gun game. It wasn't. I didn't feel the hype like you was selling it when you was playing the previous one.
On the head. Yeah, because they transformed it. You said it. Run and gunner.
Yeah,
that wasn't it before.
That's what we did. I literally,
tactical.
My last stream, I was like, you guys, you know what? Like the last hour, let's just run around and shoot everything and everyone. It's
you're saying it. You don't look. You played one like beta, and they've transformed it from a tactical. You go here, there, and everywhere. You sort your team out and then try and be as silent as possible to a game where you're like, there's enemies over there, just run up on them and shoot them.
I don't think at any point when I tried to be stealth, it went stealth.
Yeah, I just think like, so I've got very mixed emotions on the beta, and now that's obviously transferring over to the game, innit? Like, so the game, what they gave us is a good game. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The game what they gave us is a good game. If you take away it being a sequel to Wildlands. But then when you factor in that it's a sequel to Wildlands, it upsets me because it's not like Wildlands. Do you know what I'm saying? The leveling cap, and this is something that me and Sam spoke about from like the first trailer or first gameplay we saw when they announced that there's a level cap. That the level capping, it makes it something else. Do you know what I'm saying? The RPG elements that they put in make it something else. The one thing I do like about it is the survival elements of the games. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that's something they should have focused on more, as opposed to guns being different levels and having to level up my gun. And I read one article saying that one of the creative directors of the game said the reason they implemented this system is because they realized that in Wildlands, people would find their favorite gun and they'd stick with it through the whole game.
You would do that.
You would do that. And what they said is they wanted to encourage people to play with other guns and try other things. And I was just like,
That's dead.
Yeah.
That's not up to you.
Work.
That's not up to you. Sorry, you cannot force me.
But they can.
But that's dead.
No, brother, I'm not agreeing. I'm with you. I'm with you.
But from the time you force someone to do something, it's dead. Like,
what? But the funny thing is, you can still find your favorite gun in this, and the stats are exactly the same as a level 25 weapon, though. So what are you doing? There's nothing changed. Like, no, you're making an excuse there.
It's down to me as a player to.
It should be down to you as a player.
You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I just found through the new Call of Duty is I've started using the sniper a lot more.
Okay.
I've always been dead. With it. But because I guess through gameplay, I now became a lot better at it. So now I also pick up that gun. No one forced it up on me.
Yeah.
But you, as a director creator, you want to do that. That's mad.
So it's just going to be interesting to me with the beta, because like there was bare mixed reviews coming out of the beta, innit? Bare them. Get me? So it's going to be interesting to me what happens with Breakpoint, like as we go forward, as the release of the game comes out. Because even initially, I was like, Breakpoint, I thought it was going to struggle anyway, just because it's dropping so close to Call of Duty, and this Call of Duty has the universe behind it, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even people who are like, COD's dead, they're back on COD, fam. They're back on, bruv. It's mad. So it's going to be interesting to see where that goes.
I've got one more issue. The only thing that annoyed me from this game, when you went into the weapons, fam, what am I looking at here? It was confusing.
Yeah, menus are mad.
Bruv, I've played Call of Duty. I played Battlefield. Never ever felt so lost when man was in the guns menu. What am I looking at here? Am I supposed to assemble this weapon, change, add stuff to it? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, what is this?
See, I think this is a good thing for Breakpoint, right, that they had the beta, because they're gonna get so much feedback from it. By the time the game launches, they could legitly change a lot of these things, fam. And you see, like, Call of Duty are doing it over the weekend. Like, everyone's complaining about minimap. Boom, minimap's there. 2-hour update, fam. Like, bruv, this is what betas and alphas, this is what it's for. So for me, I think it's good that Breakpoint like took the risk in doing the beta, because bruv, they could have just released the game and been like, we'll just handle all of this when the game comes out. But do you know what I'm saying, bruv? Because a beta, like that beta bait turned some players off. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? But now they can potentially fix those errors and release a game that is much better than that beta. Do you know what I'm saying? And that could bring them players back. You know what I'm saying? When you get the game first game, you say, this is way better than the beta. Do you know what I'm saying? Imagine that could have the reverse effect on Call of Duty. Yeah. Call of Duty comes out, and we're like, bruv, they put all the microtransactions and now the game's dead. Yeah. The beta was much better. See, it works both ways. Do you know what I'm saying? You have a lit beta, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, it's just going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see this, innit? But, you playing anything else, Sam? You playing anything else?
I'm not playing anything else. So, yeah, I kind of finished God of War now, streaming-wise anyway. I'm trying to go for the platinum. Everyone was banging on about the Valkyries. I ain't going to lie, they were tough. But what happened? So, I think the first 2 Valkyries I faced, I wasn't leveled up properly. So, I didn't notice the life changes as well. So, the first time I faced one, it had like 8 life bars or something. So, I was struggling with that one for sure. I think I had about an hour I did an hour on that one. When I leveled up, I came to the other Valkyries, and literally their life bar changed from 8 to like 4 segments.
Mm.
And I was chopping through their life really quickly. And then it came to the point where I'd go meet a Valkyrie and then kill her in the same session. I was like, oh, yeah. That's how quick it was. I was like, okay, that's. I checked my settings. I was like, okay, I'm still playing on hard. She was really easy though. Like, what's going on here? I was like, all right, cool. So everyone was like, Sam, the Queen Valkyrie, she's tough, man. Don't like level up, get all your life, get all your rage, get the best armor in the game. I was like, calm down, calm down.
Do you know what armor did you get?
The one in the mist one.
Purple one.
It was like green, like it's shiny.
Yeah. The green glow. That's the top one. That's the top one.
That's the best one.
That's the best one.
I'd feel over the purple one.
The purple one.
Do you know what I'm thinking now? Yeah, they must have patched that, fam.
What? You
Bruv.
serious?
It was hard.
Bruv, they must have. Sam, and this is bruv, since the beginning of your stream, what was I telling you? I said, fam, this does not seem like what I went through on hard, fam.
Yeah.
Like, bruv, like I'll watch the stream and I'll be like, rah, Sam's dead in these, man. Like, but you do have a different play style than man as well. Like, you're more defensive, you block a lot. You get me? I evade and attack, do you know, as more than like block and then parry and stuff like that. So I was like, rah, the play style's different, but even when you would get hit, how much life it would take, I'd be like, it just doesn't seem how it was when I played, fam. And like, so this is what I understand. Like, what you're talking about when you're like, oh, everyone gassed it up, bruv. That was one of the hardest game battles I've ever had, ever. Yeah. So either you're super nice or they heard the complaints and patched it on the low and never told no one.
Bruv, no, definitely, because you know why?
Why?
How long did it take you in the mist?
In the mist, it took me 3 tries. First time.
What?
Yeah, it took me 3 tries.
Wait.
Yeah.
The Valkyrie in the mist.
Yeah.
To beat the Valkyrie in the mist.
Yeah.
Not even. How many times did it take you to go all the way around to open up the portals?
That I can't remember.
You told me it was like an hour. Like,
shut the hell
all
up.
the portals.
Like so you know how you take you all the way around to collect enough money to open one portal, second portal, third portal.
That took me like. How many? I did that for like 2-3 streams.
Oh, okay.
So
how many hours?
I'll say like, I was gonna say like max maybe 5.
Okay, because you was like an hour. I was like an hour, dude. I was in here for a minute. So
only towards the end, I was getting like 10K
that
per run. I was like, that's mad.
That maze was a madness.
Yeah, that maze is sick. I like the maze though.
That's not me, bruv. I hated it. It took forever.
I like the challenge because obviously some games there will be no challenge between grinding and there's risking your life getting back. I like that you go grind,
but then that's on you.
Yeah, you either die or you
lose everything. That's on you. That's your eye. That's your eye.
That's mad.
But like that grinding, and that's the only part that made I was like, come on, man. I know you guys didn't do this, bro. It took way. God knows how many hours.
All of that was calm to me except for the Valkyrie Queen. The Valkyrie Queen to me was it was a stress, fam. It was just the biggest stress, fam.
One hit left,
bro.
Now we get dead,
It's just that decision on whether to use the resurrection stone or not, fam.
Yeah, that as well.
That decision,
that makes a difference.
Every time you die, you're like, is it this time? And you know what? And you know when the time it is that you use it, that you beat her, the time where you've taken the least life off her, use the resurrection stone, and your superpowers just kick in and you just whoop her, fam. But the time when you get her to this much health and die, and then use the resurrection stone, and she kills you instantly, fam.
Peak.
It's a bit nuts. But it'd be kind of funny if they patched that. I wouldn't be happy with that. I would have now deleted the patch and then but I can't even do that now. But no, the Valkyrie Queen, she was tough. That took me about an hour and a half to beat her because she came back with the same amount of life I was at the beginning, still fresh and stuff. So she had like 8-10 segments of her life. I would hit her, nothing would move. And even when she came in, I was already thrown off, fam. She grabs you by the neck and does what now? I was like, no. Is this the entrance? All right, cool, you're the queen. That's fine. But the only reason why I survived that round is because I started using a lot of healing items, innit? Other than that, I would have died. Even, what do you call it, Atreus, he usually throws like healing items to me.
Yeah.
This guy was being so stingy.
Bro,
I was like, what's wrong with you? There's a healing item right there. I'm in 3/4 of my life. Can I get a healing item? This guy just doing nothing.
You know the thing about Atreus, like, I always had to change his stuff around depending what I was fighting. Because he was just being so inconsistent. I was like, I got to try something else. Like, it was crazy, like, with that youth, fam.
I didn't rely on that youth at all, fam.
Nah, it was mad.
So not even when she flies into the sky.
What?
She has like 2-3 attacks that he only can interrupt or something.
I didn't even know what you're talking about now. He can interrupt something.
Yeah, there's like one move where she flies into the sky. You have to turn around, supposedly. So quick turn, which I never ever used. I know what you mean though, that now. That quick turn is so useless.
I was no. I was up on quick turn. You need that.
I never used it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You block, so you don't need quick turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I never used that. And there's one where she flies into the sky, and he has to shoot her down.
Yeah, I never blocked that once.
Raw.
I didn't even know that's news to me. You can stop that whole scenario from happening, fam. Because she'll be coming down with the bell, boom, and I'll be like, oh, man's finished again, fam.
It was nuts. And then I had I think I maxed out the enchantment that you can slow down time.
That helped a lot.
I had to use that, and I used the Helion
rune.
Yeah. I did that. I slowed down time when I was low on life. Did the Helion rune and got all my life back. I was like, yeah, you can't.
I used
he still
that.
killed me though.
I used that in hell. I used that a lot in hell. That got me through hell, but not fighting her. This is what I'm saying. Like, we need to go back and just see the way you travel. I'm mad now that I didn't stream as much as.
No. I'm not mad. I didn't stream that. I was gonna ask you, how did you feel streaming a game like God of War, fam? Did anyone try and spoil it in the comments?
It wasn't so bad. Like they were coming up with like mythos or obviously
tips and tricks.
There was like one trick that they came up with. I think when she blocks, you could unblock it with smashing it with your shield. But apart from that, I was like, yeah, I don't need anything else. Everyone was going, to get the armor with the gauntlet or whatever. I was like, no, I don't need that. Everyone's saying, go level up, go get full health. Yeah, I didn't have full health. I only had one set of the apples, and then I only got one set of the rage. And then I was like, all right, cool. So I like to challenge, innit? And everyone was saying, even now, I'm like, all right, cool. Now I might be ready for games like Sekiro, or what's the other one? Bloodborne and stuff.
Yeah, you might have to play one of those games. You might have to. Because the way you're making it sound is like you're the nicest and you're not. So
you're always about to find out, innit?
Yeah, fine, that's what I just said. Let's go play Bloodborne.
Legends behind the seconds.
So alright, cool. So would you play another game like as highly touted as God of War on stream again? Like, let's say Last of Us 2 comes out. Would you play that on stream?
Definitely.
Would you?
Yeah.
Because this is like, for me, bruv, I'm thinking about this whole Jedi Order game coming out. Yeah. I don't know if I can play it on stream, fam. Because like, bruv, I just want to be
I mean, you can stream and just ignore the chat.
Yeah, that's what I still got sucked into the story and everything of God of War. Like this, like if the thing's that sucks you in, like you can't avoid it, man. God of War was just like so absorbing. I was like, all right, screw the chat. I'm sitting back and
fam, you gotta listen
now.
to the story. You gotta pay attention to what's being said. It's peak, fam.
The ending.
Yeah, no spoilers. Yeah,
never no spoilers. Don't do that. But yeah, God of War, man. I didn't mind. That's what I mean. Any game now, I don't mind streaming on like streaming at all now.
All right. Look, I'm not saying man's got to be cooking it, but what are you reading? I'm gonna start with me. Wait. We started with what you playing with you, innit? What are you reading with me?
Yeah, go on.
I haven't read anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even listening.
No, I haven't listened to it or read anything.
What happened?
What you mean, bruv?
What happened?
Bruv, okay, sorry. I've read bare emails this month, innit? Bears.
Any from Jabra?
Bears from Jabra, fam. Bears from Jabra. No, bruv, I haven't got round to reading anything. Like I said, I'm still trying to work on this comic book thing. I know when I do jump back onto the reading, I'm starting back with Scott Snyder's Batman. I'm doing that run, and then I'm gonna hit up this Nightwing and all of that. But yeah, man, this month now it was an L for me on the reading.
All right, cool. Who's next?
Oh, Sam.
Yeah, I haven't read anything since the last thing, but
6 months.
Has it been 6 months?
Well, on the first podcast, I think you said you ain't read nothing in 6 months, and then since then you haven't read anything.
Okay, cool. So then I'm definitely waiting for the whole Absolute Carnage event to like end.
Oh, okay. So
and
you can read it all.
Yeah, that's it. And I'm also waiting for Leviathan on DC Comics right now to end as well. Okay. Supposedly there's some deadly viruses. That's me. I haven't even heard about it, but I heard something happened to Superman. I'm like, I want to see what happened there.
What did he get whooped up?
Yeah, real easy. So
I'll be up for that.
Marvel and DC.
Anytime that guy gets an L, I'm up for it.
I'll let you know as well.
That's everything in life.
That's it.
Hold some L's.
My Google feed just keeps dropping all these hints on me. I'm like, all right, this thing's happening, and spoiler, this happens as well. I'm like, what? Why? That's still a spoiler.
You need to turn that off, man. You need to turn that off.
I said, not any more of this, and something else turns up. I'm like,
is there not a way then you might have to ignore the whole feed? Just.
I was talking about it right now. I was gonna even put more on my feed.
Yeah, that's peak for you, fam. It's mad.
Them Google feeds are mad.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, those are the two things I'm waiting for to end, and I'm gonna jump on them.
Sweet.
What are you reading?
X-Men, Powers of X and House of X.
Have you finished it now?
No, I've got both books on the 4th issue. I think I'm reading Powers of X 4. It's stress, guys. It's stress. I think I've given up on Batman the last night.
Really?
It's so confusing. I don't know. Am I too tired by the time I pick up the comic books? Because even X-Men is giving me a headache. It's giving me a headache. It's stress.
Are you serious?
It's stress, yes. Because now we're in an era, and here's the thing. So there is like oh my god, I'm trying to remember this thing. So they've got different levels of mutants. You got the chimeras, you've got the alphas,
Omegas,
you've got
yeah.
omegas, you've got, and they're bringing this whole stuff, and then you bounce back and forth in time. So it's like, so there's this particular, so say year 10 will be X something, and then 2 pages later, your year 100, 1,000, because it's based on evolution.
Right.
But then also, because you've got this mutant whose powers is to rebirth, but she still has her old memories. So now you go through every cycle that is getting them to this day.
Yeah.
Which makes the decision of like, we're not taking crap from humans anymore. Because now she's explained, okay, we went this time, my life ended here, that didn't go so well. Okay, I joined these lot, okay, got me this far, but okay,
it's like an Edge of Tomorrow type thing.
Like, yeah, and it's just like, fam,
that sounds mad. That sounds like I want to read it.
Trust me, this again.
You know who's writing it? Do you remember who's writing it?
It's I said it last time. I can't remember.
It's the dude, man.
Well, Bendis.
Yeah, it's got to be Bendis. Fam.
He's in DC now.
Hold on. Yeah, fact check that.
Bro, you're supposed to fact check your own stuff before we get
actually,
it. Actually,
I might still have it on last podcast notes here, but yeah, man. Then you've got the powers, like how if
Hickman.
Yeah,
Hickman.
yeah.
Jonathan Hickman. Yeah.
So if I'm some type of, power and stuff, I'm this level, I'm this type of, and you're beefing, and then now the humans are something different because in this timeline, mutants are something else, and and I think maybe what I need to start doing is start reading my comics first thing when I wake up, when I'm nice and fresh. And not when, you see
Wait,
that?
is Franklin Richards in this?
Wait, stop. Don't do this. Don't do that. Stop.
It's a whole madness.
There's no way.
It's a whole.
He don't even know who that is. He don't know the relevance of that character. He don't know the relevance of that character.
It's a whole madness of what's going on and the powers and who's going against who. And then you've got, then you've got like lines delivered by Magneto and Charles, but then you have Magneto and Charles like on some next crud, like
both of them.
Fam, it's emotional. I can't, I'm telling you, I think by the time I pick up these books, I'm too tired to be digesting this kind of level of intensity and events that's going on in. I don't know. I've never read anything X-Men like this in my life.
You know what? Yeah,
I highly recommend it. Just pick it up because it's only 6 issues. So
it's 6.
Yeah.
The whole thing 6 issues.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still ongoing.
Six. No, it's six.
And it's
each.
finished.
Yeah, but and then you got the whole thing of going House of X, Powers of X, which is different timeline, different team, but then they're all together. We're here, but we're not here, but we're here on this whole thing, but we're in a different timeline, but we're here. Smart. I don't know what you want me to do.
I know what you want. I don't know what I want you to do, but I know what I want these guys to do is I want you guys to check out this ad Brought to you by Cybernerds and Jabra.
I'd rather be paying them.
We are back. What's with? Oh, okay. I was like, bro, it's gonna be another awkward silence, fam. Like, what's going on, fam? All right. Anyway, we got our first topic of the day, even though we spoke about 20 things already.
It's madness today.
Yeah,
Birthday edition.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. Today's topic is it's about the boys. We're talking back about the boys, but there's been some I don't know, some interesting information that's come out about the boys and some Marvel TV series. Sam's gonna elaborate on those. Sam, what you got for us?
Yeah, so obviously it's been a while since we've had various Marvel shows on Netflix. So obviously you had Daredevil season 1, 2, and 3. You had The Punisher season 1 and 2. You had Jessica Jones. You had Iron Fist. You had Luke Cage.
You all right?
Yeah, so just mucus was trying to come out. Smart.
I'm done with this series, bro.
And The Defenders. And then obviously now on Amazon Prime, you have The Boys that have come out. So it says that there's been a look at the analytics between the two, and it seems like The Boys has been very, very popular compared to any other Marvel show that's been released on Netflix.
Question: is The Boys better than all of the Marvel Netflix shows?
In my personal opinion, I'm going to say yes.
I mean, whose other opinion would we ask you for, Sam?
I don't know. I just had to state that, though.
Oh, okay, thanks. Thanks for clearing that up.
Just in case I'm not speaking for anyone else apart from myself, in my personal opinion,
All right.
it is better. So,
Then all of them. Season 1 and 2 of Daredevil and The Punisher.
Yes.
I want to hear Raven's take on this, innit? Like, I'm ready.
After seeing the whole
No, Raven.
Yeah?
Don't hide from this, fam. The Punisher.
No, I don't think. I think you're letting the level of crud.
The level of crud's important.
No, don't get me wrong. That's what makes this show different from any other show.
Them shows are R-rated also.
You know what I'm saying?
So they could have this level of crud in them.
Yeah, but obviously this been a different take and stuff like that. But for me right now,
All right, so yeah, all right, so what series is better?
to me,
Yeah. We're talking about Marvel only. These Marvel Netflix shows. Which of those series or seasons is better than season 1 of The Boys? Bearing in mind you haven't even finished it.
I mean, I'm one episode away.
One episode away. It's a big episode.
Punisher for me is better. Daredevil for me is better.
Both, all 3 seasons.
Both of them, yeah.
Both seasons of Punisher and all 3 seasons of Daredevil are better than The Boys.
Yes, sir. I'm not gonna don't get me wrong, I'm all in for the dark stuff. But you gotta take everything into consideration, like level of crowd. Bruv, it's easy for you to just make someone invisible and just be in the toilet. Okay, cool, that's crowd, but do anything else besides getting yourself blown up? You know, you just flying out of a plane and letting everybody die.
That was pretty big.
Okay, don't get you speak, but what is there? Like, you know what I'm saying, bruv? It's not. I'm talking about content. Like from whoever's delivering it.
Yeah.
Nah, fam.
Well,
When
for me-
we're talking about deliverance,
Yeah, that's what I mean for me.
the
yeah.
Punisher.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I mean for me.
What?
From, like, the characters they are
Bruv.
depicting and then what they're showing, I'm like, I don't know, everything
That's
for me.
more
innit?
to me. That's more what's written.
Raven just brought me back, you know. Raven brought me back. Bam, because I was borderline. I'm borderline. I think the boys are sick. But what Raven's talking about, when we're talking about actors delivering, I think some of the performances in the Marvel shows are just way better than some of the performances in the boys. Like, obviously, Bernthal, like, if you take his character, no one in the boys, no one individual is better than him.
I agree.
And then even with Matt Murdock's character, I can't remember what's his real name. Is it Charlie something?
I don't know.
No, I'm thinking of Charlie Hunnam, but that's he's from Sons of Anarchy.
Fisk.
Look
at his lines. Look what my guy is talking about. Fam.
D'Onofrio. Yeah.
Come
fam.
on, G. Come
when we
on,
start
bro.
talking about stuff like that, I'm
on,
like,
bro.
nah, it's not even close.
Come on, no way,
Yeah,
bro.
it's not even
no
close.
Way.
It's not even close. I understand why when we're talking about popularity, it can be more popular. You could get more eyes on it. But also, you got to think about the time. When all of these Marvel Netflix shows were coming out, they were all coming out quite close together.
Right.
And each of those series is quite divisive. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Jessica Jones is aimed at a certain group of people. Luke Cage is aimed at a certain group of people. Daredevil is aimed... The reason I'm going to say Daredevil's aimed at everyone is because Daredevil himself is a popular character. But it's still aimed at a certain group of people. Do you know what I'm saying? They try to tick all the boxes. Where the boys, in one good swoop, touches on everybody.
Right.
And it's also at a time where what other superhero shows is on right now?
None.
Yeah. See, this is the point. Where's Game of Thrones at? Yeah,
What's that?
Where's Walking Dead at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where all the... No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like right now is this time where everyone is searching for that thing. Everyone, especially like nerds like us, like, you know what I'm saying? We're all searching for that next show. Get me? We got half the nerds out here watching Top Boy. That means obviously there's not enough superhero shows on, or good superhero shows on anyway.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I think Raven brought me back to thinking, yeah. The Boys is legit. And when I talk about universe building, I think the universe of The Boys is better than the universe of the Marvel Netflix universe, is way better. But I think if you're talking about individual season shows, character performances and stuff like that, I think the Marvel shows... some of the Marvel shows, the good Marvel shows.
I don't even think the world is better. I just think it's the concept. I think we're getting caught up with the concept of these men just being able to do whatever and whatever,
that's not caught up enough.
And adding up the corporation behind and stuff like that. But
the universe of The Boys is a madness, bruv. It is sick, bruv. Like,
I'm not saying it's not sick.
I'm saying that universe is better. Like, bruv, the Marvel people, they live in our universe. Our universe is boring, fam. Like, bruv, you're a lawyer, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that I think that universe that they live in is quite dead, bruv. Like, outside of what happens to them, there's nothing really going on. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, in The Boys, you're always thinking about what's happening somewhere else. There's always other events that are like big time that you know are having a major impact on what's going on right now. Like, that's... when you talk about the universe, I'm not talking about Matt Murdock and what he's doing. Like, I feel like the universe of The Boys is a living, breathing thing that occupies space in my mind. The universe of Daredevil isn't. It's just Daredevil and wherever he's at.
I actually don't feel that way at all.
What? So you don't ever think about another soup doing something else or whatever have you, or the relationships they're having, or the corporation, like them switching one hero here to there, and like...
No, there is that, but then I'm not there like the way he just explained. You know what I'm saying? I take the episodes what it is and what they're doing, but when I'm now thinking about this Marvel and this The Boys, to me, like, both worlds it is what it is, and I don't think one is better than the other. I just think that's the world is created, but then I just think what The Boys has that is super sick is the concept. It's the concept that you have superheroes who are affiliated, who are directly working for a private corporation who's trying to infiltrate through the army and the
That's
government.
the world, bruv. That's what I'm talking about.
But that concept, all right, cool. It's something new. We ain't seen it. But other than that, I'm not gonna say one's better than the other. I just think I'm cool with both, and that's it. That's just the way I take it.
All right, cool. So, yeah, they've released some analytics, and it says that The Boys' demand goes upward to 50 million by the 5th day of its release, whereas in comparison to shows like Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, is there one for even Daredevil and Iron Fist? That's kind of weird. Their expressions got up to like 20 million per day when they were releasing their first week.
Bro, I just think I can see why The Boys is very popular right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even with everything that's happened with Netflix, like the shows moving over to the DC the Disney streaming service, them shows getting cancelled. Like, bruv, it's just a hungry time. I feel like we're in a hungry place right now. Do you know what I'm saying? For shows anyway. Good shows. And The Boys is lit.
Because the crazy thing for me as well is like the last time I heard something explode from Amazon Prime, I think it must have been like Mr. Robot or something.
Mr. Robot, probably maybe Jack Reacher got a little bit of buzz.
Yeah. But then when you
Definitely Mr. Robot, yeah.
But then when you hear anything from Amazon Prime, everyone was like, "Nah, I'm just watching." Wasn't
Amazon House of Cards in Amazon?
No, that's Netflix.
No?
That's Netflix as well. That's what I mean. So there's like bare shows on Amazon. So you'd think, on Netflix, that you'd think one of them would actually reach the same peak as The Boys. But to hear that, I'm guessing a lot of people do have Prime. But to hear that now people are hearing about this show and going watching it, it's kind of weird to see that the numbers show up like that. For me, anyway, personally.
Nah, man.
Because you think other shows would peak like that as well to some aspect.
Nah, not when because what The Boys do is what Raven's saying. You've got something you've never seen. You've got a universe and a concept you've never seen. Yo, Superman just cut a brother in half in the first episode. Superman let a plane of 129 passengers fall into the sea, didn't save one of them because of how it would look to public relations. Fam.
Yeah. That's why I love it so much.
That's why people are going to run and watch the show, fam, because they're doing sick stuff in there, fam. And you got man like Carl Urban in there, get me? Even though I don't like his character, innit? He's in there. So cool. All right, we good there?
Is there more to it?
Oh, I don't think there's any more, to be honest.
I mean, guys, jump in the comment section below and let us know what you think. Firstly, weigh in on the debate. Is The Boys better than all the Marvel series? And if it's not, what Marvel series is better than it? And vice versa. And if you think The Boys is better than all of the MCU TV shows, tell us why. Next topic is something that, do you know what? Yeah, I feel like this topic has been eluding us for such a long time. Spider-Man.
What about it?
Is no longer part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh.
Officially.
Oh, officially.
Gone.
Oh, okay.
Finito.
All right.
The deal is over and it's not coming back yet. Yeah, I'll put that in there because I don't want no one clipping this and being like, "Oh yeah, Joe, you said it was never gonna." Shut up. Shut up. Get me. So, what, Sam, you got more info on this than us?
I'm trying to see.
Oh, here we go. You know what? I'm not even going to put you out in the streets again anyway. But Raven, let's talk about something.
I've got a quote, though.
There you go. Sam's got a quote.
So, from the whole thing that's been going on, Sony have said the door is closed. Sony said that.
Bro, I just explained the door. I just said that. Okay. I just said that officially it's not happening. I said that.
I just want to, like you said, I don't want anyone to jump on your back. This is what Sony's saying.
All right.
That the door's closed. Slam shut.
All right. Do you want to explain what happened? Can you explain what happened?
So let's see what happened. So what happened was that obviously.
Do you want me to explain?
If you'd be way better.
Oh, I appreciate it. That was like a backhanded compliment. Or Raven, do you know what happened? Do you want to explain?
I wasn't there when it happened.
All right, cool. So, all right, whatever. All right, so the Spider-Man deal, Spider-Man's free picture deal with Disney and Sony has come to an end. So obviously they've got to go and negotiate a new deal. Negotiations didn't go the way either company wanted. Apparently Disney asked for too much. Sony didn't want to give them it. So they parted ways. Boom. That's the long and shorts of it. So Raven, you tell me what you think, yeah? Because, like, I want to go in a little bit on this, yeah? Firstly, I think there's no winners here, yeah? I think
we're the biggest losers.
No.
We're the losers in this scenario.
I think there's, like I said, I think we're all losers. I think Sony are losers, I think Disney are losers, and I think the fans are losers. Now, the reason I think Sony are losers, yeah, is because Sony just had access to all of the MCU. Do you know what I'm saying? One way or another with their Spider-Man. Do you know what I'm saying? And they could have made banging Spider-Man movies for the rest of life. You get me? And they could use that strength to build up their Spider-Man universe, what they're doing already, like with the Venom, with the Morbius, with whatever you can, the Kraven the Hunter, whatever you can build off the back of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, they can still do that, but they don't have that link to the Marvel brand, which I believe was the reason that Venom did so well. People thought, well, Peter's going to show up in Venom, so I'm going to go watch it. Do you know what I'm saying, for that link? And now Peter has to show up in Venom 2 because there's nowhere else for him to show up. Then I think Disney are losers because in Spider-Man Far From Home, they set up a big move in the MCU off the back of Spider-Man. Mysterio reveals to the whole universe that Spider-Man...
Spoilers.
Bro, if you're watching this and you ain't seen Far From Home, right, leave your nerd card at the subscription button. Yeah? Leave it there. Go watch Far From Home. Get me? So, Mysterio, like, baits up Peter Parker. Peter Parker is Spider-Man at the end of the movie. So, that thread is just gone, yeah? So, like, the next MCU movie, we're just going to pretend like that didn't happen. Like, in Times Square, Jake Gyllenhaal wasn't there saying, Tom Holland's Peter Parker Spider-Man. Yeah? We're just going to ignore that. And that works on the Sony part of it as well. So in this next Spider-Man movie, Aunt May's no longer there. Or we've recast the Aunt May. There's no Happy Hogan.
Why is there not?
Maybe there is that Aunt May. Maybe there is that Aunt May. Aunt May stays. Okay. Yeah, maybe. I don't even know who.
Who's the cast that's gonna?
Yeah, like, do you know what I'm saying, fam? You don't who knows whose cast is coming over and staying and who's not.
This is a whole big mess, guys.
But that's what I'm saying. No, but
massive mess.
But Nick Fury's gone. The guy who is all over Far From Home and was supposed to be like his new connect. That's gone. Happy Hogan's gone. His new stepdad. So Aunt May, if she's in it, she's broken up with Happy Hogan. That relationship they just set up. What? That's real, nah?
No, it is
the
real.
only time this guy gets a W in life just gets taken away from him, bro.
Snatched away, fam. So it's peak. It's peak. And then the fans lose because, bro, who don't want Spider-Man in the MCU? Get me? But man.
I think for me, the biggest thing is how you're going to pull this through. Like, we've just had Tom Holland for how many movies? Three movies?
3 movies. Well, it depends what we call in a movie, innit?
You know what I'm saying?
It's Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, Far From Home, and Homecoming. There's five movies, but
5 movies with this guy who brought Oswald into the Marvel, the MCU.
The next Iron Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's how we were selling, man.
Set man for such expectation. And maybe to me, I'm so caught up in it because he's my favorite Spider-Man. Like, I called it from the first time I saw him. I was like, I love this guy already. I haven't seen much. I think it was Civil War. It's like, yep, this is my Spider-Man. And now you're just gonna throw him in a completely different world, which we don't know nothing of because the movie hasn't come out.
No, we do know. We've seen Venom. He's in that world. Jesus Christ. But what we talk about, we are though.
Look, that movie's trash.
Fam.
That movie's trash. You're gonna throw this amazing character with the amazing story into this world. Okay, I'm not gonna say the movie's gonna be trash. I say Venom is trash because when I watched it, to me, it's trash. I don't like the movie. But we're in a limbo right now. Like, what can we expect?
Another Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, no. When you say we're in a limbo, are you talking about
like,
as Spider-Man fans?
Yeah, as Spider-Man's, like, what kind of world is it going to be? How's it going to look? Is Happy in there? Is Aunt May in there? Are these people?
No,
back?
Happy's gone. Happy's gone. Let Happy go.
What's the girl that keeps cussing him out?
MJ.
Yeah.
Zendaya.
Yeah, is she gonna be here? Like,
Isn't she signed by Disney?
See, that's the thing.
like
I don't.
like no one knows, and it's just like, well, it's a whole big mess.
I just think it's interesting.
It's a madness. How are you gonna pull this world through?
I just want, bruv. I just want to know what happens in like. Is the next movie 5 years after Far From Home, where it's like, okay, yeah, Peter Parker did get outed as Spider-Man, but it's 5 years later. Like, you like in a 5 year gap, you could just say bare stuff happened.
Yeah, and that would be cool.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
Nick Fury died.
That's the safest way for you to do.
Aunt May and Happy broke up. I don't even know if you can mention man's name. I don't even know if you could do that, because if Disney are on real crud, they could really come for man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so
none of our characters all copyrighted.
but it's crazy.
You do that with suing you.
It's
to
crazy
Spider-Man
to
back
me.
in a contract.
But I think Sony, I feel like Sony feel like they're in a good position though, because they drop Into the Spider-Verse. That movie bangs, gets an Oscar. They drop Venom, and it makes over
money.
$800 million.
Money.
Do you know what I'm saying? And
Profits.
their Spider-Man, Far From Home, their Spider-Man makes over $1 billion. Do you know what I'm saying, or whatever? So they're like, bruv, we did this as well. Like, we can do it again. Do you know what I'm saying, fam? So I think
You guys did not have Kevin Feige.
fam.
Jesus.
But what if the next Spider-Man movie bangs?
I hope so.
Then they've learned.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because you know what they'll tell me? You took the blueprint with that contract.
Someone was in
You
the
didn't
back
just bring
taking
a
notes.
homeboy home. You brought the blueprint too. Tom Holland, bring the blueprint. Yeah. What? That makes sense to me.
See, but do you know what? The reason I struggle to think their next Spider-Man movie is gonna bang is because Venom is so dead, and even the other choices after that, like, why are we getting a Morbius movie, fam?
That's what's coming 2020.
Fam, and like I like,
here already.
That's what it says here.
yeah. I like, bruv, I like Jared Leto, fam. Jared Leto's hard, fam, and maybe he won't let the movie be trash, yeah. But I just saw a trash Venom movie with Tom Hardy, fam.
I've never.
You made
that in my life.
Tom Hardy trash, fam. Like, for a movie, Tom. Ends. Like, we're good. Do you know what I'm saying? But fam.
You know what's so interesting, that sometimes I wish I could just sit down with these actors who are super legit at what they do. Super legit. They can act, and then they're in a bad movie. Like, what goes through, and I'm not saying it's on them. It could be on them. Maybe they made a bad decision, or to take that deal, or accept that story, or whatever. But as a person whose craft is so high, like, how do you feel? Like, do you agree with that? Like, these are the kind of questions I want to ask them. Like,
I think it depends, fam, on bad movie versus bad performance.
right.
Like, if you're a bad boy actor, yeah, you go in and you give a dead performance, fam.
All right.
I think that there must grate your soul, fam. But then if the movie's dead, it hurts, but it's like, yeah, bruv, that weren't me. Like, I did my thing. Like, bruv, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see some bad boy actors bad it up, and the rest of the movie's dead, and you're just like, oh, why did you do this project? But sometimes you see, man, acting dead, and you're like, bruv, why are you here? Like, fam?
For me, I think it's just for fun, innit? Like, sometimes I think...
For fun. Like, man just woke up and was like, ha, 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 ha.
Like,
Let me take this dead project.
Like a fun role. Yeah, I always do like a fun role. You know, like, there's some movies I can imagine
a
that.
popcorn flick role, right?
Popcorn, there you go, see? No one ahead again. Like, I can imagine doing so many serious roles and then be like, you know what, I just want to do a fun role where I just blow up crap.
No, you know what? Like,
You know
it could
what I
be
mean?
that, but you know what? Yeah. All right. So, for example, if I was to see my guy, yeah, I'd be like, yo, Tom, man, yo, what did you think of the special effects when you saw this thing?
He's going to be like, I never saw the movie.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that make him feel? Because, like, yo, that fight, that was supposed to be one of the most epic battles in the Spider-Man universe. And you can't see it. Yo, you're about to give me something over here. Like, With all these flash and shaky cameras. I
was
gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? But bruv, it's crazy.
Nah, yeah, it's mad. Yeah, but so what? So where's Disney? Like, obviously they didn't have a next Spider-Man movie lined up for time, but at the same time, they like, bruv, the whole MCU is pushing Peter Parker to be the next Iron Man, the next figure of the MCU for the next 10, 20 years. What do we do now?
But this is what I like about them, because they have contingency plans almost all the time.
Yeah.
Like even in the next slate, even in the next slate now, there's no mention of Spider-Man, nor is there any mention of a new Avengers or anything like that. So it's like they're still working on stuff.
They're Christy, fam. They got Kevin Feige, fam. They're Christy.
All right, so I seen this tweet the other day, and I was talking about how now that the Avengers, now that the main event, like Black Widow, Cap, Iron Man, are gone, there's no real excitement for this new phase the way there used to be. Do you man believe that?
No.
I
I just need to watch one movie and I'm excited again.
You need to watch one movie. But how do you feel right now? Like, are you still gassed for the MCU?
Yeah, like, Doctor Strange was one of the best things I've watched in the last phases. So I'm definitely excited for the next one, like, especially the title alone. And even then, like, just new stuff, like, they want to go into space, there's the Eternals. Like, how can you, like, watching any other Marvel movie, how can you be like, oh yeah, Avengers is done, I'm done too. All right, cool, you could be like that.
That's a clickbait, fam. That's a clickbait.
That's what I mean. How can you stop being gassed? Like, if the movies are good, the movies are good. Go watch them. Like, I ain't stopped. I ain't gonna stop.
I'm back in raving. I felt like I read it and I was like, you're trying. I feel like you're trying, but come on, man.
Mad reach.
Bruv,
like basketball player. There's no way.
I think the thing about that, what doesn't make sense to me is that, like, if you're invested in any of those individual characters that are now gone, their legacy is still in the thing. Like, if let's say you're the biggest Captain America fan, that means you 100% care about Bucky and Falcon.
That's it.
Like me. So how come? So what are we talking about? Yeah. Steve Rogers is gone.
Because there's no way you watch Captain America 1, 2, and 3 and didn't watch Infinity War or Endgame. No, was it man in the movie?
Yeah, it's nonsense. It's nonsense.
But he wasn't the main antagonist for that.
But even who I'm taking a huge break from Marvel.
You full up?
Like, no, I'm trying to. I can't hit because I'll hit the mic.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like, there's no way I'm gonna say, no, when the next movie. Nah, fam. I just had to, I'm taking that a little bit more. It's good for me to have a break because when that trailer hits, I'm back in again. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's crazy, man.
Like that.
Nah, for sure, man. It's lit. All right, so what do you think? So what do you think? Like, Spider-Man, is he coming back? Is he ever gonna come back to Disney?
Yeah.
Okay, when you say yeah, okay, not is he ever gonna come back to Disney like that, but is he gonna come back to Disney and still be attached to Sony, or do you think the next time we see Spider-Man in a Disney Marvel movie, he's owned by Disney and Marvel? Yeah, so like this is the bet. Oh yeah, you gotta love it. Is this the first bet on the podcast?
Yeah.
First podcast bet. So the next time we see Spider-Man connected to a Disney movie, will he still be owned by Sony, and will it be a deal, or will the rights have reverted back to Disney?
So the next time we see Spider-Man in a Spider-Man movie.
In a Marvel movie.
In a Marvel movie.
In a Marvel movie. So let's say...
It's not his own movie, though, because he's technically Marvel.
Nah, bruv. Let me explain it then, so everyone can understand. Do you think the rights will revert back to Disney the next time we see a Spider-Man?
How many times do you need to...
Bruv, he didn't get it.
He didn't
get what I was saying.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, do you think that Sony will make another deal with Disney? Or do you think the next time we see Spider-Man in a Disney Marvel movie, Spider-Man's rights would have reverted back to Disney? Do you understand the question?
Yes. The next time we see Spider-Man
in a Disney Marvel movie,
he will be he will be owned by Disney Marvel.
That's what you think?
Yes.
Raven. Do you know what? It's all right because there's a viewer out there who didn't understand what I said as well, and now hopefully they understand.
Probably one of his brethren. Okay, first, my question. I got a question before I answer that.
Oh, go on.
Does this bet have a
No,
expiration date?
No, there can't be an expiration date. There's no expiration date. The expiration date is the next time we see Spider-Man in a Disney Marvel movie.
Okay,
that's the expiration date.
So even if we're,
Disney Marvel, we might still be
60, 70 years from now, we're in the grave and that kind of happens, then
someone won and someone lost.
Needs to come back to this podcast and be like, yo, such and such won the bet.
Yeah, someone. Yeah, okay. All right. So if someone has to find this video and write who won the bet. If this exceeds the expiration date on the Cybernerds.
Okay.
Like if we're not around when the thing gets answered, you know what I'm saying? So like, clip that and give that part to your kids if you're getting to that age where it's like, oh, I'm not going to make it. And let them carry that thing on for you.
Okay.
Arthritis is mad.
Wow.
What did he say?
He said arthritis is mad.
What happened?
Well, if you had to get your kids type before you, what's wrong with your hand? You got voice to text and stuff. What's going on?
Why are we taking this, guys? What's going on?
Don't say guys. Aim it at Sam. He said it.
I'm gonna say Disney owns them. It's back, and I feel that's more of my wish. That's more my wish because at some point, I hope all Marvel characters go back to Marvel. I think that's the only right thing. As a Marvel fan, to just have a being able to have a world where a cinematic world where you just put in wherever you want and we can just geek the hell out with no strains or whatever. I mean, so I'm a take that.
See, now I've got two options. I can just take the other route just so someone wins the bet. But I'm trying to think of the outcomes.
Need more tea.
Because imagine,
Could you back to get up?
Imagine Sony.
Almost did.
Imagine Sony make a movie, a Spider-Man movie, and it's dead. And then they want to do a deal with Disney after that. I don't think Disney would do the deal.
Oh, they would.
Exactly.
You
think they would?
They would.
No. If Sony do a dead movie, and it's getting trashed by all the fans, it's getting trashed by critics, it would make no sense for Disney to do a deal after that. Disney should just be like, no, we're gonna wait 5 years. They'll lose the rights and then get the movie back. Get the character back.
Okay, so wait. Does Spider-Man have an expiration date?
So basically, if you go 5 years without putting out Spider-Man content, then it'll go back.
Yeah, it's going to come to the point where Spider-Man's going to become so expensive to make, they're not making money on it anymore.
Oh, okay.
Well, you already put your bet in, fam.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm going with.
I put the bet in, but I didn't know the thing. But it's fine. I'll take that.
I thought you knew. I thought you knew.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go.
But that's why I went with the us being in the grave. That's why I started the whole asking that question. Like, there's this.
No.
Because I didn't know. Because I thought my guy they'll own it forever. Like,
no, they don't own it forever.
I didn't know that.
No. Yeah, I'm going with you, man. Same thing. Disney Marvel will have Spider-Man the next time we see him. They won't. I don't think they'll do another deal. If they do another deal, I think the deal will come before Sony put out their own Spider-Man movie. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah.
And I feel if they do go to Disney for a deal, Disney's gonna have a bigger shares on that deal than previously.
More than 50 now. Themselves in the foot.
Speak.
I don't know. I always thought about like a house situation. So imagine you own like 3 houses, and the one closest to the main road on the bus stop, that's Spider-Man. But then it's not making you much money. So you sell that off to, I don't know, blogs down the road or whatever. But then your other 2 houses become really, really like expensive and good. And your third house is like, still good enough, but you want the money back on that. So you want the rent as well, the rent share. Wouldn't you want 50%? Like, this is why this from Disney, I can't understand where they're coming from. Even though they get the merchandise and whatever have you, you still want, because it is your property. Without that.
So wait. Well, I can't. What angle are you coming from with this?
Like, I understand.
Do it without the analogy, bro.
All right,
that analogy was mad.
Yeah, I know my analogies are kind of out there. But I can't understand why Disney went to them
in
and
the
were like,
house by the bus stop.
Oh, we want 50%.
Yeah.
What are you, bruv? Are you smart, bruv? Disney should have went there and said, I want 80%.
Okay, cool. I'm just saying, I just understand their angle.
You don't understand their angle?
No, I understand. Everyone's saying, oh, why did Disney become so greedy?
That's not greed, Fam, listen,
That's
yeah.
what I'm trying to say, though.
I'm peppering up your
thing,
Yeah.
right?
thing.
Bruv, do you know what, yeah?
Okay, cool. I just want to say I'm on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just want to
bruv.
understand. Yeah,
Yeah, Homecoming and Far From Home are good movies. They are better movies being connected to the MCU.
Right.
Bruv, seeing Spider-Man in 2 movies in between Homecoming and Far From Home, do you think that didn't play a part in your movie hitting $1 billion?
Exactly.
Do you think saying Iron Man in every other sentence in Far From Home didn't help get your movie to $1 billion?
Right.
Do you think your character walking around in Tony Stark's sunglasses didn't play a part and you get into $1 billion?
Exactly. All right, cool.
And then you're saying, why are we coming in here asking for 50%? 50!
Well, you still
50!
You got merchandise.
Shut your mouth, Sony.
Easy
You
your
better give me
feet, bruv.
everything I want and more. When you put your dead movie out, I'm going to pay Rotten Tomatoes to downvote it, and then we're getting him back anyway. The views, disclaimer, the views of Joe are all my own.
All right, cool.
I'm just letting you know that's what's happening, fam. If we're going to go to the real propaganda,
My guy
what's
went
happening?
in on that one.
They just
All right.
rated Spider-Man out. They just want their share, right?
Yeah, and someone's going to randomly come, when Rotten Tomatoes is actually owned by Warner Brothers, shut your mouth, I know that as well, idiot.
Think them are not brethren.
Exactly!
What are we talking about here, man? Where you been? Where you been?
Go back like Apple with Microsoft out here.
Yeah, it's all mad. It's all mad. It's all mad. It's all mad. But do you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do. This one was that was a little quick one, innit?
Was it?
That was a little quick one. That was a little spicy one. We're gonna come back, and when we come back, we've got another topic. We've got comments, and we've got a couple questions. So, if you haven't already, head over to jabra.co.uk. Use the promotional code The Cyber Nerds and get 20% discount on all elite products. Get you an active 6.5T now. Get you an elite 85H. Yo, get it in this color though, because this color is ultra banging. We'll see you after this.
I'm thinking, good morning to you all. They christen me with a name alive. Live is in the present, is your present alive? I get on the future, so presence aside, unravel my destiny. Only the best will survive. Last threesome was awesome. Those twins were banking on the foursome. Ever heard of identical moaning? Down to J Holiday, told him to leave in the morning. Life's pretty sweet, cherry drops and all. My situation's looking brighter through my spectacles. If you don't holler back then, don't expect to call. I'm making history, don't stare, can't press record. This is advertising greatness. I could be commercial, have you on the waiting list. Wait, you're gonna hate this. I'm overweight, and I will flash every camera if the road was straight. So I do this for my mother, and my sister and my brother. My circle's like my family. Life goes.
We are back. All right, guys. Last topic before we get over to some comments and questions. Do you know what? This guy. All right, so I don't know, man. Like, I seen this tweet. I think that you even tagged me in about the potential of having Professor Xavier and Eric Lanshaw, also known as the villain Magneto, portrayed as characters that are non-Caucasian.
A villain.
Bruv, every man is the hero of their own story. So if you're not that man, you're the villain.
So why can't you just say the hero?
I'm not Magneto. I'm not Magneto. I said I'm not Magneto. That's my point. I'm not Magneto. Bruv, I believe in Magneto, fam. I believe in him. Bruv, don't look at me like that, fam. I don't believe in all of his methods, but I believe in, man. Get me? All right, so yeah. So basically, yeah, there was... I mean, I saw a tweet of it. Sam, you've got an article or something, yeah? You got something? Yeah. Man knew the topic was coming, but he weren't ready, fam. Bruv, that's every topic today, fam. I'm like, yo, what, Sam, have you got the article? Yeah. But yeah, get me?
That's there just clicking away, fam.
Fam, bruv, didn't you? And you put the thing in a group, fam.
Yeah, I did.
That is crazy.
Sam, you can go first on this one. Innit? You can go first. Tell us something.
I think this is lazy.
What's lazy?
This whole concept, this whole aspect of changing well-known characters to just people of color, isn't it?
No, I agree with that. Yes,
It's come to a point where it's just getting out of hand now.
But in this scenario,
I love this.
Would be different.
No,
why not?
Because they're already established characters.
Yes,
there's no difference here.
Well, I'm not sure if this is actually accurate, but for years it's been known that these characters are the depiction of two civil rights movement leaders. No?
Yeah, Martin Luther.
Yeah.
And Malcolm X.
Yes, and based from what we know, that's exactly how them two move.
Yeah.
No?
If you're watching this in October, happy Black History Month.
You know what I'm saying?
So the reason why I'm calling this lazy is because we have Xavier and Magneto in the X-Men. So if you're saying they're depictions of that, why don't we now write a new story with depictions of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X?
Because no one going to watch that.
Well, that's a shame.
And that's the same reason why those two guys are not black, because when they were created, no one was going to read that.
Okay, listen, I just want to jump in here on this argument and just throw a little bit more context. You know, even though
argument, you know.
Did I say argument?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not that you two are arguing, but the argument itself.
Okay, yeah.
All right, cool. So basically, Magneto is white, but like he's Polish, innit?
Yeah.
Get me?
And he was brought up in a concentration camp.
Get me? So
because that's more likely to sell back then. Come on, guys, we're talking about history here.
So
everybody cares about that history, but no one cares about black history. Those are facts, and that is why it's easier to give him that identity than giving him African American identity.
Fine.
Those are just facts in the world, fam.
They make a whole new character. This is what I mean. Like, so you're going to change Magneto to black, but then you also have to change his whole history, then, no?
To me, I've always seen him as a black man, because I always seen mutants as oppressed people, and that's, to me, in the world I live in, that is black people, African people. So
why not do this story between Cable and Bishop then?
What do you mean?
Like,
how
Spicy.
Like,
how
spicy.
How would that
Nando's peri chips. Sam, you just upped the levels there.
Okay, look, you got Magneto and Xavier. Yeah? They're Caucasian, they got a history or whatever. But if you like talking about oppressed people, this, that, and the other, we got Bishop who's been black.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and you got Cable who's been white or whatever. Why not do that same depiction for their story then?
But where is the correlation between those two, which is my whole point. This is what I said. This is what I said at the beginning. I agree, it's lazy if that's what you're doing, just for the movement that's going on right now.
Right, yeah.
But to me, I've always seen those two guys as exactly that. So to me, that's not lazy. You're just going back to the original source and no longer sugarcoating stuff. Do you get me?
But it's too late now,
but you saying Cable and Bishop, where is the correlation in what I'm talking about?
That's what I mean. Like, stop trying to find Caucasian characters.
I mean,
and pepper up the black characters that are there
don't get
already.
me wrong.
Don't pepper up stories.
I'm gonna help Sam. I'm gonna help Sam because Bishop is raised in a mutant concentration camp.
Yeah.
That's why he's got the M.
Yeah, okay.
Cable's not. They're both from the future.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Where's the correlation in that? Like, Cable ain't got nothing to do with this.
No, but at the same time, Cable's okay. If we want to go into it, like Cable's the son of Cyclops. I'm gonna pepper Sam's argument. Cable's the son of Cyclops, who is the star student of Professor Xavier.
And thing as well.
Of what?
And
that's
his mom's.
And his mom's Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Jean Grey, who the school gets named after Professor Xavier. So it would make sense that Cable, if we was doing a new imagining, yeah, Cable has the what do you call it? The qualities, the traits, the ethos, the morals of an Xavier type, and that and that Cable, I mean Bishop would have the lean more towards the Magneto side after being born in the concentration camp and being African American, but even obviously in his history that wouldn't have mattered to him, like being black, because he would have just then be black and have this thing. So the thing is, I'm so torn between this because we've had the reason that I'm with Sam is because we've had so many iterations of Professor X and Charles Xavier. But I also agree with Raven that every time you see these characters, in our mind, it's Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. But then I'm like, why? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think, to be honest,
why?
this whole thing is just a clickbait thing. I don't even think it's real, fam. Like, you wouldn't even be able to take this there.
Yeah,
Do you know the levels you'd have to go through? The lengths, bro. People boycott the movie.
See, and I see, even just the boycott, but let's say we got past the boycott and the movie got made, I think the movie wouldn't be as deep as it need to be because if it was, if it did, the movie it'd have to be like 12 Years a Slave, the movie. It'd have to be like that. But then it'd also be as popular as Black Panther. Do you know what I'm saying? Because everyone's going to go see it. Everyone's going to go see it. But then it has like, if you're going to change Magneto into a Malcolm X type, or...
That ain't going to happen, bro.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? That movie would be madness, bruv. It would be mad, fam. So, I don't know, bruv. But I think it'd be a very interesting way to go for Disney. But well, I mean, Disney just got X-Men back. Yeah. And you got to think, well, if we're going to do the X-Men, let's do it differently. That would be a perfect starting point. But I wouldn't like them both being black. Like, I'd like it to be...
Do you know what I would do? Do you know the plot twist I would put to these guys?
What?
It would be similar to Hotel Rwanda. You guys seen Hotel Rwanda? So they go into civil war because so someone my complexion, I'm treated better by the Belgians and the people that run the country, and someone like your complexions would get treated worse, less. So then you lot start going against me because I'm working closer to the oppressor.
No, I don't. You know
what I'm saying?
I don't want.
But then I would be sort of like the Xavier because because I've got more to me, and then you lot would be the Magnetos because you get treated like crap. That would be the only that's the only way I would see it. But to me, this whole thing is, I find it hilarious. When I saw this, I loved it.
No, I loved it as well. I think it's too much though.
But I know this will never, ever, ever happen. Magneto, black, Jesus, guys, you don't want those problems. Don't want it. Listen, the government will shut it down. You will not air that movie in my country. I'm telling you. What? In Europe, never happened, fam. Ever.
But why though? Why not?
Why? Because if we're gonna go into which is something comic books do it so well.
Yeah.
So well. We dive into real life issues. People being oppressed, like whether it's by the way they look, for their beliefs, which is stuff that it happens to real people. You know what I'm saying? Real life. So to me, comic books is just a reality, just in with superpowers, kind of watered down, the kiddish thing, Like a lot of times when people say, you read comic books? That's for kids, man. Are you crazy? Do you know the kind of substances in there? Exactly. It's real life. Images. But if you're gonna bring that into the movies and go into these topics that upsets people, we're talking about history, bruv. People don't want those.
And this is why I think it should be done in it, because the X-Men itself was born from that. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It was like
Stanley says that.
And that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
The core of X-Men is this. And this is why I've always said I want X-Men, when it's with Marvel, in a separate universe. If you did that separate universe,
Jesus Christ,
bruv, that thing there is gonna move the whole universe, fam. Imagine, bruv.
But how deep are they gonna go?
Fam, what?
How deep?
No. But this is the thing. If they was gonna do it and you was gonna start it off with something like that, you have to go all the way, fam, because you know that you're gonna then, like, as we get deeper into the mutants and the color race is gonna come into it, the gender thing's gonna come into it, sexuality is gonna come into all of these things, bruv. Even all of these things. And you're using, bruv, and that's what I'm saying. That's what the comic book did so well. Right. So why don't we get movies that do actually then focus on that, fam? Right. Get me? Yeah. I don't really care about if like Magneto and Xavier don't have to be black or yellow or green or whatever, but just tackle these subjects, because this is the core root of what what the X-Men thing is. Right. Just do that.
I don't think you can though, because
You can. Why can't you?
someone made a joke of it.
Who?
People still got offended by that.
Bruv, who? This is what I'm talking, bruv.
Exactly, so try to put that in a movie. People will be like,
What do you mean,
nah,
bruv? Do man get offended
like that? Don't do
Bruv,
that.
no, bruv.
Don't stop it.
Bruv, who cares, fam? Who cares? Bruv, you say that, but them movies are getting made anyway, fam. Like, bruv, what? Them people just didn't go and watch 12 Years a Slave. Don't go watch this X-Men. It's not for you. Go watch the Fox X-Men. Like, what are we talking about? Disney are the leaders in, oh, listen, we're showing that we're for this, and this. We're for equality. We're going to do Black Panther. The first mega superhero movie with an all-black cast. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if this is what you're, bruv, if you want to be those people, you have to do the thing, bruv. You have to shoot the shot before everyone else, fam. That's what.
And even, and not just, and when I say, you know what's, let me dive in slightly deeper into this, is that even betrayal within your own community. You know what I'm saying? Like they did that a bit with the Fox's X-Men when mutants were going to get the
serum.
The serum. You know what I'm saying? But in real life, like you infiltrating your own people for someone else's agenda, fam.
And do you know what?
And that happened in the Black Panther movement,
fam.
That's how they got dismembered.
In thingy, bruv. In even I'm thinking now, Planet of the Apes, fam. Planet of the Apes does it so well, fam. So well, bruv. Where they've got, obviously, there's the apes that gone smart, bus case. Then you got apes that are working with the humans that them man are calling donkeys, fam. And then they're working against the apes. And then you've got apes turning on apes, humans turning on humans. Bruv, that's all you've got to do. Like, for me, like, that's what I'm saying. It's less about the color of the character's skins and more about the actions of what's actually happening, fam.
Yeah, and about
do you know
power.
what I'm saying?
Like, who wants to be the Omega in this world?
I think X-Men should definitely go down that route, fam. Like, like I said, I don't care about if Magneto's black or he's white or whatever, fam. Just make the character be who he really is, fam. You get me? Regardless of that stuff. As long as he moves the way he's supposed to move, I'm cool with it, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's all mad. It's all mad. Guys, jump in the comment section below and let us know what you want. Do you want the Black Panther 12 Years a Slave Magneto movie? Do you want that?
You don't want those problems.
And if you don't want it, tell us what you do want. Get me? We're moving on now.
All right, what's next?
Bruv, stress, man. You get me? All right, we're at that good point. That good point in the show where we got to talk about favorite comments. We get to dive deep into the comments, whether they be on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, a cheeky DM or something like that. You get me?
I didn't know we had DMs in this, man. I didn't know.
You can put any comment you want. It was Sam. It has to be Sam. It has to be a Cyber Nerds related DM, Sam. Firstly, I'm just put that out there. A Cyber Nerds related DM. Okay.
That's cool, because I don't get DMs anyway. So.
Yeah.
One a month.
Anyone who says they don't get DMs is a liar.
I actually don't.
I've never DM'd you.
Come on, I know you, fam.
So so that's what I'm talking about, DMs.
Yeah, but am I going to read a comment from you? Like,
why can't you read a comment from me? My comment's not valid.
It's not Cybernet related.
Most times it's not anyway.
All right, cool.
Just chatting nonsense.
I don't DM you, man, anyway, fam. I don't even like you, man. So it's cool. All right, cool. Comments. Who's going first on the comments?
I think I went in last time first.
Did you? I'll go first then. All right, cool. Do you know what? Yeah, on the law, I got 2 comments in it. I'm going to read one still.
But you got 2.
I got two. Do you know what, yeah? Did we read names of the comments?
You
if
can
they
do.
are positive.
Only if they're positive, but there is a
There is exceptions.
Yeah.
There is exceptions
Yes.
when
Yeah.
some sort of humiliation is needed.
I wouldn't say humiliation, but it's got to correlate to...
Disclaimer, the views of Joe all is on. All right, cool. Like, Lizzie's going to get a lot of FaceTime in this podcast, innit? So
is that how we do it?
Shout out to Lizzie Haywood on YouTube. This comment comes from podcast episode 2, and she says, "Hey, first, one time for the Cyber Nerds, hashtag TCN ladies, hashtag TCN fam." Now, I just wanted to give this opportunity to shout out to all of the TCN ladies. Like, if you're out there, if you're a lady and you watch this show, shout out to you. We appreciate your support. What we need you to do is jump in the comments and just put hashtag TCN ladies. We need more support from our female community, our female nerds. We want you to know we love you. Get me? So just show us love in the comments. Get me? And anyone else, like, if you want to show love, you can do that too. Get me? If you're a dude and you want to put hashtag TCN ladies, that's fine as well. Like, do your thing. But shout out to the TCN ladies.
I'm surprised she didn't put a third hashtag.
What, twerk team?
Yeah, twerk team.
Twerk team.
Smart.
Yeah, Sam's laughing. Sam's laughing. That woke him up. That woke him up. Is Sam twerking? Is that
twerking though, is it?
Please, let me leave. Please, fam. I'm sitting next to this guy. What is he doing, fam?
I'm not twerking though. Not twerking, man.
All right, let me get to my second comment because I feel like it correlates with my first comment.
Okay.
And this comment is from Kate : and she says, all right, come through with that professional ass set then. I mean,
cheese.
Thank you. Appreciate the comment.
I kind of wanted to jump on that Lizzie hashtag.
What, twerk team?
No. Don't say that because this guy's gonna start going mad again.
Go on.
Do your thing, bro. Don't hold back,
fam. Don't do it because he's not sitting next to you, so don't do it, fam.
Go on.
No, but just for the especially gaming community, like, you know, if you're gaming stuff, we are looking more and more to add on to our streaming, our gaming streaming, ladies, in it. So if you're a gamer or if you're a nerdy, please, if you feel like this is the place for you to be, make yourself known, man. There's actually a group of ladies who are actually building the TCN ladies communities, especially for gamers, because it's kind of mad for you like there, you know. It's actually kind of peak.
Yeah, let me just throw in. Join our Discord server as well, you get me? Like, that's for everyone, you get me? But the TCN ladies, I'm pretty sure they got a section in there somewhere, you get me? They do, right?
Yeah,
they do. Yeah. They got a section somewhere where they do their thing in it. So go meet up with some other cyber nerds ladies and, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Do your thing. Hashtag twerk team.
Mad. Who's next?
Bro, go on, Sam.
All right, cool. So,
Go on in.
My comment is like, I don't know, it's a recurring theme about me not passing my GCSEs. You know, me, I don't know about numbers or angles or whatever have you. So this one was kind of funny. I think it's from Rosie, 2090. There we go. That already started.
This guy can't.
Rosie, 2089.
Okay.
She said, or they said, let me not be, you know, very gender specific. You never know nowadays. Geek Sensei making sure Sam is still working on his math and hopefully geometry. Hashtag 360. So I think this came from the comment.
His whole thing's mad. Your whole thing's mad, Sam. Your whole thing's mad.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up.
He's scared, you know. He's scared.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up.
Fam.
So for starters, I think this came from the recent video. I forgot what video it was, but it was the one where I was trying to add up 4 4s.
Why is he still counting his fingers, fam? Now what's going
I got 4 4s, and then there was the other one. I said 160 instead of 180. Remember those videos? I just don't know I don't know. Every time I'm on cab, I can't do maths anymore. It's mad.
Fam, come on, G. Sam, don't front, man. Bruv, it's all right.
No.
Like, it's, bruv, Sam, you just got to embrace who you are. Fam. That's cool, fam.
I'm not really good at maths either. I've got a C.
I'm done. I'm done, bruv. Because you know what, yeah? I spent too much time saying how fraudulent Sam was. And I was just like, bruv, everyone's getting on to me for saying how fraudulent Sam is. So I just gave up. And now in the comments, people are like, oh, bro, what? They're clocking onto Sam. They're clocking onto Sam. So it's like, maybe if I don't point it out, everyone will just figure it out for themselves. You know? I'm not involved.
You could try.
You're saying it's just when the camera's on, yeah? You can't do maths?
No.
There's a trigger sign.
The trigger's a little something.
The camera, yeah, okay. Triggers something
that
messes them up mathematically, okay.
That's mad. It's mad because that was actually my comment.
What was?
That one. But I guess I'll jump on the back of that and just say, you know what, yeah? Maybe if you had a teacher like me
You're
the boss, you're Jesus.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know what I'm
Good
saying?
thing I got you on board because help man
But it's
out.
too late for you. I can't teach you now at this age.
Damn! No, that's too late for me. At least you know that I'm making mistakes and I'm like,
Said it's too late for me, you know.
I could go home and do some homework.
I only go up to secondary school, fam.
Yo.
Can't save adults out here. Fam, some of us need your help.
You can't save everyone, innit?
But heroes don't wear capes either. So
Oh my
word. I don't wear capes, innit? I wear the helmet, but not the cape. So you get me, like. Man, that's not Superman.
That's cool. You don't even need a comment. I had 2. It's my birthday, innit? So and Sam stole it,
there you
so
go.
yeah,
There you go.
We got 3 comments
But
in it.
to be honest, as long as you can count your change, I'm gonna lie. That's a lie. You didn't need any real maths in life.
This is why I use card now, isn't it? This is why I don't count change no more.
You know, I can't. You know, but you know, the thing with change, it's just too messy for me. Like, I can't grab the coins, and it's just too much.
What? No. Break that down for me.
So you know, like you're trying to, like, pick it up off the table, like, bro. It's a struggle, fam. Man, big fingers in there.
This is where they give it to you. They shouldn't be dropping it on no counter.
Oh, I'm just talking in general. Like, if he's on top of a counter, it's like, man's over here struggling picking up a thing.
Oh, no. Man can't put change in my hand.
Really?
Nah, bro, put change on the table.
On the stock out here.
Huh?
Why?
Don't give me.
Nah, it's not a Tony Stark thing. It's not a Tony Stark
Is that a
thing.
Nigerian thing?
Bro.
I've never heard that before,
He just
fam.
said he takes change in his hand. No, because it's more of just a personal hygiene thing, even though, yeah, I understand coins are dirty, whatever, regardless. But I don't trust it. Like, bro, man's watched too many shows where man's doing a madness in the back and then man comes out and starts like I don't like physical contact with people that, like, I don't know. I'm not like, I don't know who you are. Do you know what I'm saying? And sometimes, even though it's very rare, when they come to put that change in your hand, there is you know what I'm saying? There's hand on hand
contact. You just slightly.
See,
once
I'm not
start dropping.
Yeah, but see, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'll just won't put my hand out, like, and they'll usually just put it down on the table, and then I'll just, whoop, I'm out. Get me, fam. But then, yeah, more so contactless.
Yeah,
innit?
but it's to be honest, like, it's still. If he's doing a madness with his hands, then you're still going to transmit
bruv, and that's the thing. It's not about the transmitting part. It's just about just touching other people. But yeah, like, bruv, like, get me, like, personal space, innit? Personal space.
Cool.
Get me. Cool. All right, look, let's move on to our Secret Society questions. All these questions are asked by the Cyber Nerds Patrons. If you guys want to be part of our Patreon, head over to patreon.com/thecybernerds. Sign up to any tier that you think is, applicable for you. And you'll be rewarded with, firstly, an amazing community, and secondly, rewards from us that you deserve for supporting the Cyber Nerds.
Such as the Elite Active 65T.
Yeah, those. Or the Elite 85Hs. Because
we're nice like that.
Like 2, 3, or maybe 4 or 5 of our Patreons are going to be rocking those sometimes next week. But yeah, get me. But since we're there, guys, if you haven't already, now this is a long podcast. Like, you should have 2 browsers open and you should be on jabra.co.uk right now, scrolling through the Elite series, being like, yeah, I'm about to get 20% off this with my promo code, the Cyber Nerd. Click, add to basket, shipping address, billing address, purchased. Boom. Like, I just did that then. So, like, I don't know why, like, do that.
No, there's no excuses. Even on your phone as well, you could double up apps now.
Do that.
Up 2 windows.
Oh, by the way, you can get the Jabra app for this.
No, man's got that. Oh, I know you man ain't downloaded it yet, but man's got that, fam. Control your headphones from your phone.
I do that right now.
Do that thing. Downloading the thing quickly.
Do that thing, bro.
He's trying to upgrade before the podcast is done, you know.
There's an app?
Fam, no. They got the whole thing. They got the whole shebang. It's mad. And you could, like, change the settings and the bass, all of that, like, through the phone, you get me? You don't even have to touch it. Like, obviously, like, right now we're using wires because we've got it connected to the podcast system and all of that. But they're fully Bluetooth wireless. Do you know what's the sickest thing to me, yeah? Is the battery, fam. Like, bro, I told you, man was on holiday with the thing, fam. I didn't charge it for like a week, bro. Really? And I was using it for time. It says like 36 hours or something like that, fam. But I'm like, bro, man didn't charge you like a week. We was doing the whole thing. Get me? All right. I bet he was trying to talk to me now at the headphones. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. All right, Secret Society question number 1 comes from Elizabeth Haywood. Sounds familiar. And Elizabeth asks, will there be more game codes giveaways in the future. Now, firstly, I need to express my disappointment, Elizabeth.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Due to the fact that you've been a Patreon, due to the fact that you know that anything we get, we're going to give to you guys. And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. In fact, I don't know when. What day is it? Wednesday?
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
When's this coming out? This week?
Yeah.
You sure?
Like Friday or something.
Like Friday,
You
yeah?
have no other choice. It's coming out this week.
Do you know what? Yeah, all right, cool. So that means by the time you're watching this, the Call of Duty beta, the next weekend's going to be active. And we've got an email full of beta codes to give out again. So, yes. Yes. And we're giving out more than codes.
Ladies, I beg you make yourselves available for the weekend. Like, I'm trying to get a team of ladies, TCN ladies, to come and back.
Man's out here trying to get a Call of Duty date, yeah? Rah!
So what gun you using today, bro?
Not every day listen to dudes on these things, innit?
What's up with your banana
Sometimes you need
clip?
a suave voice to come through, you know, help get the wins.
Rah!
Jeez, man.
Go on then. Go on
Try to
then.
live that life,
Pistol are you using?
Whoa.
You know, that
Why does
MP5
man-
thing, fam.
I
It's
have to go
pistol.
take it there,
Pistol,
bro.
you
I
know.
gotta take it there, fam. All right, cool. We got another question. This question's a bit bigger.
Ah,
It's a bit of a bigger question. This question comes from Eric Wilson, long-time Patreon, long-time streaming
shout out to
buddy.
you, fam.
Eric asks, what first gets you guys interested in a project? Whether it be a movie or TV show. For me, it's a movie, actor, premise, director, writer. For TV shows, premise, writer, actors, there are exceptions that would change my interest order. For example, someone like Christopher Nolan, who is a writer-director, would obviously come first. So let's go TV, let's go movie first.
Uh-huh.
What's the number one thing that can lock you in? And I'm going to throw franchise out there as well.
Yeah, okay.
Because Eric doesn't mention it, but I feel like in where we live now, like franchise is important. Do you get what I'm saying? To some people. And I'm going to put the pressure on Sam first.
All right. It's just a mixture of things. Because if I was to
What's the most important? What's the most important?
Most
the number
important.
one. The number one thing that you hear and you're like, yeah, I'm going. Boom.
Now I'm just really stuck. Because, yeah, I'm tied between director and actors. Because for me, like you're saying, if you put Nolan on anything, you just show 5 seconds of something and then put Nolan, I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go. I don't need to see the rest of the trailer. That's fine. But you put like, I don't know, you show a bit of the trailer and there's an actor I know, whether they're in like DiCaprio or Denzel, I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go watch that as well, because even if the movie is dead, I know to certain aspects they can still bring the movie to life, innit? So for me, it's between them two. Like, even with writers and stuff, I've never really seen like a trailer or something I've seen a writer be like, I'm gonna go watch that movie because of a writer. Like,
Boom.
I've never actually seen that, like, ever.
Boom.
So even like a executive produced, that's a really tough one as well. And even then, that wouldn't be a decision for me. So definitely, it's between writers or certain actors.
Go ahead.
Trailers. It's the life I'm living these days.
Oh, that's a good one, you know.
There's a amount of times that the patrons put us through trailers of movies that we never thought we'd watch. Like, it's not in my radar, and I end up go watching it. You know what I'm saying? Even movies or series or stuff like that. So that's just life I'm living. But yeah, but other than that, it's a bit of everything, I guess, like, as well. But it depends who comes on the screen.
Yeah, see.
You know what I'm saying? It depends who's the sound as well that's coming through the thing. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying? But yeah, trailers right now are the number ones. I'm going with trailers.
Trailers didn't even come into my head, fam. But I don't know. I think if I saw a banging trailer, but at the same time, and let's say I walk into the cinema, yeah, there's two options. The movie for a trailer I just saw that is banging, or a Christopher Nolan movie I know nothing about. Which one are you going to walk into?
Nolan.
I mean, you've got a Cineworld car, so you can watch one.
No. But which one are you gonna? Okay, which one do you walk into first?
Depends how you feel that day.
Nolan, all the time.
Yeah. See, when I put myself in that scenario, I think I'm going to the Nolan movie, innit? Like,
I know what I'm getting.
You don't know what you're getting, but you know you're getting something.
Yeah,
you can trust, man.
Yeah,
you can trust, man. Even a Nolan movie. Like, what's your worst Nolan movie? It's probably a 9 out of 10. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the worst one. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, maybe an 8.5 in it.
That's mad. He said that.
What? Tell me a Nolan movie was
no, it's
real.
But that's the thing is that that's his worst movie, not a bad. That's what's so crazy
yeah,
about
bruv.
that.
Like he don't do bad movies. Don't do bad movies. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say it's about a director, but I would say it's about an individual. So, like you said, bruv, if DiCaprio's in a movie, I'm watching it, fam.
In there.
Even if it's got nothing to do with anything I care about, like if this is like, I don't know, bruv. He's like a knitter. He's knitting clothes or something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
That'll be the best knitting clothes you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah. Like a movie about or autobiography about the person who started knitting clothes, but it's played by Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm there, bruv.
How did he beat all the grannies?
I'm there, fam. Do you get me? How did he stitch so fast?
That's it.
You get me, bruv? Like, I want to know everything, fam. I want to know everything. So there's that. I think it's about the individuals. I think at this point, man will look for the individuals that you trust in first. Then you're gonna go to trailers. But then even like with trailers, it's like, because we're in the trailer business, I feel like that some trailers are just peppered well, but the movies are dead. Do you get me?
Yeah, but then that.
See you one movie, man. I can't wait.
Bruv, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying.
Yeah. I know what he's talking about.
I'm not saying
What,
anything.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm not talking about anything. Just watch trailers and movies, man.
But that's what we've been doing, fam.
Yeah, obviously.
How do you think my guy got on was it Carnival Street? Is it Carnival Street? Man, we saw a trailer.
No, it's not called
Oh,
Carnival.
did you watch the? Oh, you said you watched.
It's called Carnival
Row.
Carnival Row. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How do you think I got into the Spy? I saw first I recognized him. Secondly, I saw the thing.
That's the thing as well. Man recognized Will Turner, Orlando Bloom, innit? And that's what gave me that extra 10 seconds.
Do you actually like him as an actor, though?
I don't have anything against him, fam. Bro, I thought he was calm as William Turner, fam. Like, bruv,
I don't think there's a problem with any of the characters in Pirates of the Caribbean. There is a problem with the story. Of Pirates
what they make him do.
There's nothing wrong with any of those characters. I have no problem with
except for Jack Sparrow. Like Johnny
Too
Depp.
much now.
Now?
Too much
He was
now.
too much, like 10 years ago. Get me? But we want Johnny back, though. R.I.P. Johnny.
Yeah. What's he doing with himself these days?
I don't know.
Is he in a new flick?
He is, he is in something. He is in something. Man was just mad disrespectful to Johnny Depp, but Johnny Depp, man, come on, man, do the thing, fam. What was that clip? Libertine, bruv, do the Libertine.
Yeah.
Be that guy, please.
What's the trailer reaction we did?
Libertine.
Is that it?
The Libertine, yeah.
The one where
he's got syphilis.
Yeah, and all them things there, and the girl's taking care of him. And he's supposed to be like a great guy.
Yeah, so we did just to everyone who watches every video on our YouTube was like, I've never seen that. So basically, we've got a Patreon only series. So once a week, we drop a video just to our Patreons, and they get to see it. And we did a clip from the movie called The Libertine that has Johnny Depp acting on 2 billion. And guess who that was requested by? None other than Eric Wilson, bruv. Elizabeth and Eric got a mad FaceTime out here today. You get me? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man.
By the way, any of you guys seen that movie?
No, man. Bruv, come on, man. A list of movies, bruv, we got to watch Top Boy every day, The Boys every day. We just came off Stranger Things. Titan Season 2 is about to start. What not Watch Dogs. Watchmen's coming. Bruv, come on. It's peak, man. It's peak. But we're going to get round there. I still haven't even watched that. What's the other one? The other movie that got requested, Camp X?
Yeah, is that with
the chick from Twilight?
I'm trying to remember Kristen something.
Stewart. Boom. There you go. Teamwork makes the dream work. Get me? So yeah, there's that.
Too much, man. Too much.
But yeah, guys, do you know what time it is?
No.
Lunchtime.
No, that time's come and gone. But this is gonna bring us to the end of episode 3 of the Cyber Nerds podcast, the birthday Jabra edition.
Jesus Christ.
Now, I'm just going to say this to you one last time. the promotional code, the Cybernerds, will get you 20% off all Elite Series products at jabra.co.uk. This is a limited time event. You have between today and October 29th to get you. Let me just put all the stuff up right now. What are we doing out here?
You might as well just finesse the thing.
Guys, see the things. You've got between sorry. You've got between now. You've got between today and October 29th to make good on the 20% discount. Go over to jabra.co.uk, slap in the Cybernerds into the promotional code, and get 20% off. Other than that, I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cybernerds.
And I'm Raven the GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
And we'll see you next time.